Live, welcome back. Welcome to those new people that are here today. Guys, I can't believe it. Stage 21 of the 2025 Tour de France. I survived. Some days I didn't think I would survive. I've already made some comments there in the live chat. If you're a lurker, today's the day to get into the live chat, guys. Today's the day to get in. I'm jumping into my chat right now. I got to somehow figure out how to make this night mode so I don't get blinded so bad. Guys, incredible stage actually today. We're not going to have our same old snooze fest, you know, when you wake up and you're like, yeah, I don't need to watch the first couple hours because it's just going to be the sprint at the finish. That's what the Tour de France has been to me outside of the 89 time trial stage, which I never got to watch. I just saw highlights of it later. That's what the Tour de France has been to me for the 40 years I've been watching the Tour de France. Let's go through the GC, and then we really need to take a good look at the course. The course is actually quite fascinating today to me. I'm just going to move some stuff around here. Let me get situated, guys. You know the routine every day. Again, dudes, OG watchers, guys, all your names. I do remember everyone. Ian Holmes, have a good day. Hey, Ian, we got to still structure our ride, dude. I don't know how we're doing it with 12 hours apart. But we got to figure that out. I think it's still going to be best on a weekend. So super early for me. I have no problems getting up super early and doing a ride. I just got to check the Tour de France Femmes race schedule to see how it conflicts. I don't want you riding at midnight. So let me work on that. Ian's here. I'm going to get this into live chat mode. Guys, so if you don't know, I've already done stage 2 of the Tour de France Femmes this morning. Another great stream. Started out slow yesterday, you know, just looking at numbers just to give you reference. Maybe 2,500 views yesterday. Perfect. That works for me. Today, it was already at 5,000 views. And there's so many knowledgeable people in there. I want to see more ladies in there. I want to see more women riders in there. We've got some great people in there. There's a rider in there. A viewer anyways. I call her Dream Team. I don't even know if it's a lady or a man. I don't know. She's got a hard name for me to say, so I just nicknamed her Dream Team. You know, my standard thing I do. A wealth of knowledge about women's cycling. Robert's been in there a lot. I think R. Stanley's been in there. And they can back me up on this. Dream Team knows a lot about women's cycling, so it's really been helping me out. Okay, Ian. Let's figure out something here. Hopefully next weekend. Edwin Fanillo here. Thanks for your live doing watch from the Philippines. Dude, thank you for being here. I think the country that watches the most is the Philippines. So let me just get down here, guys. Probably be a little bit of a slow start. R. Stanley, big weekend for R. Stanley. Went on a float trip down the Illinois River yesterday and now preparing to take the trek out. 95 degrees today. Dude, this is why I ride my bike inside. Guys, let's jump in. We'll get there. You know I've got the Bike Terra floating in the background. That's not what I want to be showing you there. Let's just jump out. I want to show you the stage itself. Okay, this is actually a long video, so let's get into it. Fascinating course today. So instead of doing the parade out in the countryside that kind of bored me to death the entire 40 years I've been watching the Tour de France and watching the sprint at the finish, we do the traditional ride out in the countryside. We go into Paris. I think we're going along the Seine River here all the way past the Eiffel Tower. All sorts of cool stuff I don't even know about. These gardens here. I think we go through the museum. Right here. Watch, we go through the museum. We've seen that before. This is where things get different now. I think we do the Champs Elysée 4 times. I think it's going to show you right here. We do 4 passages around those big gardens there. So they're trying to mix it up. More excitement, more drama, maybe leading to more exciting finishes. Then we divert. Now we go into the Olympic Road Course from 2024. We take off here. This is all brand new, and this is probably going to blow the tour apart today. What a fascinating city. I really like the architecture. You're going to see when we get up the Butte de Mont Martre, I think it's called, right here. Col de la Butte Mont Martre. Got this giant castle at the top. Look at these apartment buildings that are right here. I'd love to live that close to the cool buildings, but I don't know if I'd want to live in an apartment building like this. I don't think I could live that way. I like being out in the country, solo, walk out the door, do whatever you want. Then we go back down the Champs Elysée again, do the Gardens route, back up again to smash riders apart. We do it a 6th time, back around the Gardens again, up the 3rd time, up around that church, come back down, and we finish on the finishing straight there on the Champs Elysée. It's going to be brutal. Sprinters are upset that they are not getting their time in the spotlight today. The Tour changes every year. I'm learning so much watching the Tour de France Femmes. They give different points for the green jersey. They have time bonuses out on the course. So there'll be like another little point on the course. Okay, so let's get here. Okay, so I'm not even live yet. What is this saying? Are we live here? They have departed. We have started here. Let me get into the live stage, guys. The route. I may have to refresh this. This looks like we're not live right now. Not sure why we're not. Let's give it a quick refresh here and hopefully we can get right in there. The live stage here, guys, I'm just trying to get into it. Today, yeah, I see that. We may not be getting any data yet just because we're in the neutralized start. Usually I would see the map. Let's take a look at the map overhead view here. Yep, super bright. We know that. This is where they divert off. So we're going to do some passages of the Champs Elysées first. Then we come out around those huge gardens there. This is where we pass through the museum on the very bottom of the map right here. We will pass through the museum, back out, loop the gardens, and then we take off up here. Oh, this could be pretty technical here too, going around this little area here. La Madeleine, whatever that is. This is where we're going up the Cat 4 climb. Not like it's a huge climb, but it's going to be launching points for attacks. Jonathan Milan and Poggy riding together. Poggy now has his left arm bandaged in black today. Jonathan Milan in the green jersey. As I wait for this to go live, usually it would say live right here. So let's just get them through the neutralized start. This happened with the Femmes race this morning too. So just waiting to see how to get in here today. It would usually say live right here beneath it. So we're not getting any live yet. I'll just keep browsing around here, guys. No, I don't need to be an Airbnb. So let me just hang out here for now. Cheers, you must be very tired with all this info you got together. Dude, yeah, I've been really tired. Thursday, Friday, the tour were both early days. Then Saturday, I had to get up early again to do the men's tour. Then I did a second stream of the Femmes tour. There's going to be lots of bridge crossings today too, earlier in the stage. I'm actually seeing one right now. Let me get this going over here as I still wait. Not sure why that's not showing up. Let's look at the rankings here. So general rankings after stage 20. Someone was asking earlier, will Poggy win? The only way Poggy can't win right now is if he retires from the race today. He's got a 4-minute and 24-second lead on Jonas Vingegaard. So he will be the champion of the Tour de France. Going to back out of here quickly. And looking for this live, which I'm not seeing for some reason. I'm actually going to try to fire up another tab, guys, just in case something's acting funny here. Let's get this going. Come on, learn to type, Colin. Should pop up right away. I want that one there. So that was yesterday. We don't need to see that. We've seen the start here. We need the route. This guy here. Yeah, it would usually say live right below it here. So we're just going to stick it there for now. See lots of hearts going off here. 100%. We're getting a lot of 100%s too. Okay, Robert Ludwig, good morning. Get to watch the live feed, not just listen today at home. Have a great Cassidy. Dude, thank you so much, Robert. I know you've been around here quite a bit. Melanie, hi, sir, from the Philippines. Let's go, Tatty, for the win. Thanks a lot. Thank you for being here too. Got 164 people watching already, guys. Smash the like button. And don't forget, Tour de Femmes is going on as well. We have Bike Terra rocking in the background right now. Got some cool new stuff to show you today. I've got increased draw distance now. Better graphics quality, I believe. So I was playing with it just earlier. The amount of detail that you see on there is incredible. So it will come in handy today. I'll show you what I can when I know where I'm at, because when there's multiple breaks, there might be people on different laps of that circuit, depending who falls out the back. Some of the riders just might make this a ceremonial parade. They might say, oh, we don't care if we finish half an hour behind. We're going to take our time at the back, drink champagne, and enjoy ourselves. So still waiting for a live feed from Tour de France here, guys. Joe here. Okay, Joe, thank you so much for checking that, Joe. Yeah, guys, when you see me talking like that, I'm kind of like, that's hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Can someone check it for me? Joe is saying here too, Tour website has not started its live tracking. The women did that this morning too. It took a while to get it going. Who are we seeing here? Ivan Romeo Abad, under 23 time trial champion here for Movistar. Bandaged up pretty hard on his left side. I think he was one of the riders that crashed yesterday. So, Joe, thanks for checking that. Joe was saying Femmes Tour was great this morning. I don't think most people knew about it. They're probably just looking for the men's tour. 229 watching now, guys. Fantastic. Remember, guys, this is the last day. This is the last day. Joey Jojo is the one that said, hey, why don't you do this? She saw another dude not doing cycling, guys. Not at all. And he was doing baseball. And he wasn't on camera. He wasn't commentating. He basically had a radio feed that he was snagging from probably a local radio station. You guys know, if wherever city you live in, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, there's probably a radio feed broadcasting it somewhere. He was snagging that feed, dropping it into his stream, not on camera, and just showing stats. And then once in a while he would jump on camera, because he was in the chat the whole time. I like doing it this way. But yeah, all credit goes to Joey Jojo for making me do this. Paul Salon, stupid unsafe course, risk crash 21, and riders unable to finish tour. Yeah, dude, they've really changed the 21st stage of the Tour de France this year. I've heard that the climb is very, very narrow, cobbled. It could be pretty brutal. So we'll see. I think the riders that are, half an hour back, they're not going to contest it. Poggy just has to stay safe today. I mean, it would be crazy if something happened to him on the final stage. So it looks like here on Flow Bikes, it's still a few kilometers to the actual official start, which I got to imagine is going to be very neutralized today. But who knows? I think there's still 14 teams. So we had Caden Groves win yesterday. Very emotional win for him. Alpesen's already won 2 stages this year, so it's probably still 14 teams that haven't won a thing yet. Maybe they're going to attack from the very beginning. They're so far behind, let's get a stage win. Good morning to y'all. Did another 10K this morning. Nice job, Jay, before the heat kicks in. Kim LaSalle, I got to the live feed, but only the caravan is going. Okay, so Kim's at the live feed? Okay, I would love to see that. I can't even see the map yet, Kim. I'm looking for it here on the website right now. Usually it would flash up right now. It would let me click this here. I can't click anything yet. So mountain passes and hills. Actually, let's look at the sporting stakes. So we got 20 at the sprint point. We've got 50 at the end. There are time bonuses. But yeah, I don't have anything live yet. I don't know why. But Kim's saying she got to it. Jay Taylor, really glad you're doing La Femme. Yeah, dude, it's awesome. It's awesome racing. Crazy awesome finish today. You know me, I'll always cheer the breakaway. Always cheering the breakaway, bro. Bike Terra, morning Colin. Great work with the Femme stream. We're doing our best to support Femme starting tomorrow. Yeah, I might have mentioned that. So this is Bike Terra here, guys. This is the app that helps us view the racing better. And I spoke with Matt directly this morning, and he said he's doing everything he can to get the Femmes up for tomorrow. There's quite a few groups in the Femmes. It was a super tough course this morning. Bike Terra would have been perfect for it to show it. Again, Bike Terror, thank you for all your support. I've got an official subscription now, guys, so I've got a ton of routes. I found a really nice route to ride where my mom lives in Victoria, BC, Canada. So I'll be doing a nice little 10-mile ride this morning before I have to go out again today and get ready for tomorrow. David Geisler here. Thank you, Colin, for a great tour. What do you think of Primoz doing Vuelta? I think Primoz will do the Vuelta, and I hope he does. Ooh, you're saying Taddy is supposed to do the Vuelta? I heard they're making an announcement this week about his plans for La Vuelta. Still trying to get to the route, guys. So Kim said she got to it. Kim, if you can explain how you got there, I'd love to know that. I'm just going to bounce around a little bit between the data here. So here's our general classification. Guys, whilst I'm here again, I'll show you this part. For those that just jumped in, here's going to be the course as I wait on the feed to come through. Let's take a look here. Let me blow this up for you. It's kind of a crazy stage today, so just watch that as I kind of wait for the stream to come through. Actually, Flow Bikes has lost the stream now, so I'm waiting for that to come back too. Don't Pop Believin', how's it going? Race about to start soon. They're in the neutralized start, and I'm still waiting to get live data from the Tour de France. It's not up. Joe checked for me, but Kim says she's got it, but only the caravans left. And looks like Flo is experiencing some difficulties. I don't really necessarily need that part. Okay, Tour de France site shows 4 minutes until the start. Oh gosh, didn't know the ladies went first today, missed it. Dude, just throw it on later when you're having a nap on the couch. Just kind of take it in. Yeah, they flip-flopped it today. So when I was studying the ladies, because I'm like, how can I do both? And then when I started digging into the times, the ladies generally start, I think, at about 7:30 in the morning, my time. So that's going to be better for me. I can get my chores and even a bike ride in before I do it. I'm generally up at 5 a.m. anyways, but these 3 o'clock starts, they've been brutal. You're like in a whole different reality. It's like up at 3, and when I say I'm up at 3:20, I'm actually up at 2, kind of like rolling around in bed, going, okay, well, I might as well get up. And I'm that person. If I need to be up at 3, I get out of bed at 2:30. Then the next day, I'm like, it's 2:15. Yeah, I might as well get up now. The day after, 2. Yeah, we might as well get up anyways. Get the coffee going early, and next thing you know, I'm up 2 hours before I need to be. Neutral start, we got Poggy, Jonas riding together here with, who are they riding with? There are some rain jackets on today. So are we anticipating rain? So guys, that's the course today. It's going to be insane. I want to get to the actual route. Give me the route. So Kim, if you could tell me how you got there. I'm just going to jump to stage 10 here. So what you should normally do is you should be seeing a live at some point. Oh, look back. Toulouse, the Hautacom. That's where Poggy really broke Jonas. That was one of the big points. The next day, he took 36 seconds out of him at the Paragoods. Then Timon Ahrensman up of Super Bagnières for stage win. Carcassonne, that looks like Tim Wellens to me. Rest day at Montpellier. Montpellier to Mont Ventoux, great battle going up there. Valentin Peripont taking the win. Bolin to Valence, Jonathan Milan here in the soaking wet rain. That's where that rider got leveled off his bike. Who is this here? Maybe it's that's probably Florian. It's a Red Bull rider decked in white. Best young rider. 3rd place overall. Then we did Courchevel, Col de la Lotes. Ben O'Connor went on a flyer. Then Timon Aronson again up La Plana. That was the shortened stage down to 93K due to the distress of the farmers in the area. What is this guy? This guy's got a special jersey on too. I have no idea who this even is. It looks like the UAE riders. That might have been Marc Soler. And it looks like the UAE riders have got some kind of special white and yellow jersey on. Then we went to yesterday's stage, Nantua to Pontarlier. That was a great stage too. The rain, the hills, Caden Groves for the win. And today we are at stage 21. Still not live. So waiting on that still, guys. Carl Carl Ramsdale here says Pog is going to the Vuelta. His interviews now. Cocaine's here. Jumping back, guys. Just got to jump back. I'm actually looking for Kim, see if she can give me... Yeah, I'm still neutralized start here. Oh, Poggy's doing some funny riding. He's wiggling his bike back and forward like he's going to crash. Yeah, UAE has special jerseys on, guys. Looks like most of them do. I don't think Jonathan Narvaez just does, because he's got his Spanish jersey on. I think it is. It's hard to tell from this angle. Tim Wellens in his Belgium jersey. Poggy all in yellow. UAE is at the front of the peloton. They're riding about 100 meters off the front. They've all got yellow socks on, yellow gloves, yellow handlebar tape. Okay, let me get caught up. Good morning from Saudi. I'm ready with you all for an exciting last day of the Tour de France. Me too, Cole. Thank you for all your support. Tony's here. Morning, Colin. Is Poggy going to Vuelta, or is he too tired? Dude, I thought he would be too tired, but people here are saying he's going. I heard there's an announcement coming this week. He looks like he's so done with being at the Tour de France. He's done too much racing this year. He needs to almost go back to Monaco, wherever he lives, or maybe back home, Slovenia. Race radio coming through here. Let's see what they got saying as I still wait for a live feed. UAE saying, what is happening? I have no idea. We take the photo, guys. Oh, they're just wondering if they've had their ceremonial photos. So they're going to do all the ceremonial start here, and then I want the racing to start. I really hope this isn't just a ceremonial drag. Quite a bit of road furniture here, too. This is kind of a sketchy road. Very sketchy road. Like, if this was actual racing, there'd be crashes everywhere. Let's get caught up. Kurtasi. Kurtasi's back. Absolute Poggy supporter. Wasn't it the Danes who said Jonas is a better climber than the Poggy? He may be, but not this year. Jonas not happy that Poggy is going to Vuelta. I actually hope he decides not to. I'd like to see someone else there. Poggy's the best climber. This is Carl's Ramsdale. Hey, Carl, where are you from? I think it's your first time here. Maybe you've been lurking a little bit. Now they're doing the photos. Arms around each other. One of them could just easily crash here. Doing stuff like this on the last day, I don't know. A little bit suspect. Dean Guevara's here. No live stream. Dude, I can't even get into the website right now. I'm watching the video through Flow Bikes. The website even says in the comments, I'll show you what I'm allowed to show you. I can't get into the live stream now. Can anyone else see the data coming from Tour de France? Because I cannot get to it. I keep refreshing it. Joe said he couldn't get to it either. Kim said she got to it somehow. Sonic PA. Oh, it's busy. It is busy, guys. Sonic PH, Matteo Jorgensen, he can finish in top 10. Not overall. Not overall. I think he finished in the top 10 yesterday just for the stage. Everyone loves Matteo Jorgensen for the top 10, especially from the Philippines. Why does everyone from the Philippines just love Matteo Jorgensen? I have no idea why. 2, 4, 5. Did we lose a rider from UAE? Who am I thinking about here? Who did we lose from UAE? Because I only see... Oh, Almeida. Yeah, we lost Almeida way earlier on because I'm not seeing the full team here. Back to the road, guys. We just got to keep waiting on it. I have to be able to get in here. If I don't have this up and running, what I'm going to have to do is use my Flow Bikes over here. I'm sure it will get running. It's currently saying that I think we'll have a live feed soon for the data coming in. I'm probably going to have to refresh. Tony, I think Poggy for La Vuelta will win 4 stages and Mats Pedersen for 3 sprints. Okay, let's see if he's going. I want to see the announcements that he's going for sure. Dude, yeah, good question. Don't pop believing. How many subscribers did you start the Tour de France with? Definitely seems like you've gained momentum stage by stage. Dude, thank you so much. Dude, I think I was like at 29,000 subscribers and it's just like skyrocketed. It was slowly trickling, and then those days when there was like 800, 900, 1,000, 1,500 people here, I think everyone hit subscribe. So thank you so much, everyone. Prudhomme here getting ready to drop the flag. It's going to be a very neutralized start today, I think. The whole peloton is nowhere near Poggy right now. They're letting him do his thing up front, and then the racing is going to be on. Oh, my coffee warmer's been off, guys. Coffee warmer's been off. So yeah, Pog, don't pop believing. Thanks for noticing that. Sonic PH in the general. No, he is down one. Yeah, Joe's saying here he's down an hour overall. He could get a top 10 stage finish, but no way to get overall. Jay Taylor, will Taddy try to win today? Taddy won't try to win today's stage. It's too dangerous. But how do you avoid the danger? I guess it depends. I mean, what if Jonas and Visma went on the attack? They could totally turn things upside down by going on the attack. And that would cause a lot of pressure and a lot of excitement. Okay, guys, I'm still waiting on the route to come through here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump over into Bike Terror World and see what's going on here. So right now, guys, I have more data coming from Bike Terra. I'm going to do this for now. Just going to do this for now, guys, just so you can see. This is the data that's coming from Tour de France to Bike Terra. So we're going to hang out here for a while so I can basically go off camera and figure out what's going on with the Tour de France site. So this is just going to show you, I'm going to jump back in here again. This is just showing you the peloton moving along. Obviously, it's not going to show you the whole peloton. They're crossing a bridged area here. Guys, look at the drawing now. So now that I'm a full subscriber to Bike Terra, you get to have more draw-in distance. And in fact, right here, I've only got the view distance at high. We can go even higher than that. Let's do this on the fly and see what happens. Popped right in. Look at the hills that are showing at the background now. I love it. So good. We're on an island right now, and you can see all the waterways are popping in. Take a look at the map in the bottom right-hand corner. This is Bike Terra. You know what? I'll speak. Oh, just had something happen there, guys. I'm just going to jump out. I'll spectate again. I think I might turn my drawing down a bit. I saw that earlier as well. I'm going to put it on. I'm just going to put it on medium for now, just so it runs stable. I did just find out this morning too from Matt. He said maybe try out. There is an actual app version of this too. There's an app built for Windows, which I think will provide more stability. And I'm just talking out my butt because I don't really know for sure. Okay, catching up, guys. Tony, if Almeida was available to Poggy, he would have won 7 stages. Yeah, would have been a lot stronger performance. Let's go, Taddy, Pogacar. This is the Sherwin Secreto. Don't pop, believe, and keep it up. And yeah, dude, it's just flying, and that's not me. That's you guys. You know? Okay, look at this here. Going a lot slower here. They're going through a roundabout that looks like it's climbing uphill. Just on the edges of the roundabout, actually. Trying to get this figured out here. Now, guys, just so you know, Matt did warn me today. He said we may have some problems here with the laps and all that stuff. Let me get back to my website now and see if I can figure out what's going on here, guys. I'm actually going to shut these tabs down. I'm going to log back in to how I normally do it. And you guys should still be on the other thing. Again, it's just being very neutralized right now. There's nothing crazy going on. There's no breakaways yet. I do have the stream. Yeah, a lot of guys not in rain jackets, but in long sleeve jerseys today. It must be cooler out. So let me get here. Okay, the stage is on, finally. Finally, guys, here we go. So it probably just took a full reset for me there. And we're going to come back here now. Let's just hang out here for now. Boom, there we go, folks. So very neutralized start. Look at the average speed right now, 25.4 kilometers an hour. Now, there's been several days where I've said, get on your bike, go out there. Yeah, you could do 25.4 kilometers an hour for an hour. It's 21 degrees, virtually no winds here, 129K. So Florian Lipowitz is at the front, decked out in white gear, 3rd place overall at the Tour de France. He's got, looks like he's got a jacket. I think he's got a jacket on. It looks pretty puffy on him. I'm sure that'll be coming off soon. See what Race Radio's got to say here. 23 teams balance the sheets. 14 teams And the flag is drawn for the last stage of the Tour de France. So yeah, they had the entire UAE team minus Yao Almeida here because he fell out in, I think he was out, what, stage? Actually, I can't even remember now. Jasper went out stage 3. I think Zhao went out like in stage 5 or 6 maybe. Yeah, he crashed on the Mur de Bretagne, survived the entire next day, and it was the day after that got him. So we can take a look at the live tracking here. Category 4 coming up. We rode along the river, crossed that island. You can see that's where we are. The broom wagon's right behind them here. We're going to be going all through Paris here. Coming back in, we will take 4 or 5 passages down the Champs Elysée. And actually, a passage would be around the circle of the Champs Elysée here in the center of Paris, and these gardens here. I should know what these are, and I think we go through the museum here too. So we're going to be going around like that. Actually, maybe that's the cutoff point there. When they do the lap, they're just doing that. Then they're taking off up here, which is going to just blow this final stage apart. I think there's teams sitting there going, yeah, enough of tradition, enough of this boringness at the end. We're attacking. So it depends who gets into the mix here as to what's going to happen, how Taddy and UAE react to that. You know what? I like this. I like this excitement at the end. I don't want to see crashes, but I like them ramping it up, giving it one last chance at the end. Don saying thinks there's over 2.2. Yeah, there's been at least a couple more thousand subs. And if you guys get into the Tour de France Femmes as well, that'd be great. Don, awesome having you here. Don saying, I'm working in my office today. I have a DVR for stage 21 to listen to you. Well, dude, don't ruin the finish for yourself. You got to watch that later. Bike Terror, great shots. Yeah, Bike Terror has been so useful. What's funny about it too is that that's not what Bike Terror was designed for. But they have the ability to do it. Bike Terror is designed to be a virtual cycling app. I will be hanging out in the background here. And again, I was warned, hey, there may be some problems with today, so I'm not sure what that involves. Again, this entire... okay, yeah, just jumping down here, guys. Let me catch up. Bike Terror, great shots. I have Bike Terror running. Do I have it actually running right now? I don't. Guys, I'm just going to show you Bike Terror again quickly. Here's Bike Terror. So Bike Terror should be running in your background right now. Going through the buildings here. Again, take a look at the map. See what you see on screen here. I did tweak the graphics down a little bit. You can see how much draft the riders are getting. At the back of the peloton, it looks like we've got the Aussie crew at the back. Yeah, it looks like all of the Australians for every different team. Tudor, Jaco Alula, Decathlon. Looks like there's 5 or 6 of them back here. 7 maybe. I think they're doing a group photo for all the Australians back there. What about the New Zealanders? Do they get to join in? I think we've got 1 or 2 New Zealand riders here, I believe. John Mannion worked as a 20-something just off. Arc de Triomphe. Okay, yeah, that Montmartre is going to be brutal. And Alan Paul Salon, totally agree. Stupid route, dangerous route. Know all the reasons why they're shaking up, but is it worth... Yeah, exactly. They want to... It's probably got something to do with viewership, guys. That's what I guess. They can probably tell. Well, of course they can tell. Viewers watching at any given time. People are only tuning in for the last 5 minutes to see the final sprint. It's advertising. It's this and that. But it is dangerous for the riders. It is dangerous for anyone up front. I guarantee you every single rider that's in the GC battle in the front is nervous. Hey guys, what do you think about this? Yesterday we saw Jordan Jagat go on a breakaway and take 10th place back from Ben O'Connor. And I saw at one point, I believe it was Ben O'Connor, the peloton looking over at him, and he was just shaking his head. Yeah, I think that's the Aussie picture right now at the back. Actually, they're at the front. They've let them go to the front. No, sorry, it's not. I see Jonathan Milan there. Maybe this is the Italians picture? Possibly. So, it showed a Jacob rider, and he was just shaking his head like this. And I'm like, why wouldn't you want to defend your 10th place? Any thoughts on that? 365 watching, guys. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Okay, it just went live. Yeah, I got it live. Thanks, Joe. Dude here's asking for my Strava ID. Dude on Strava? Dude, I don't know if it's just Colin Emerson. Let me look. Dude, and I got to get on there today because I've been off the bike 3 days with the streaming. What do I call myself on Strava? Of course, it won't pull up right now. It's probably just Colin Emerson. It might be C. Emerson, but yeah, it's just Colin Emerson. So my name spelt out. Colin space Emerson. And it's just my face there. You'll see a guy smiling. Actually not smiling. Okay, is that real, guys? Binyam Girmay is not participating in today's race. I don't think that's true. Guys, let me just jump back here. We will look at this here. We're going to look at the rankings to see withdrawals. I highly doubt Binyam would pull out. We had Evgeny Fedorov pull out yesterday. He didn't even start. There's no reports that Binyam's not there. I think Binyam might be one of the sprinters that can hang on better at the end of today's stage. I think it's going to be pretty mellow here for the first part. So if you're in another part of the world, if it's after, well, you can do whatever you want. But it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world. Crack your beer. Crack your cider. The Trek team's coming up now. Here's Quinn Simmons. Oh, his hair is luxurious today. Looks like he's really combed it out. It's not all matted to the back of his neck. His hair's looking good. I think he went to the barber last night and had a full blowout done. Trek riders just looking back. Guys, be careful. These pictures always make me nervous. They've got 7 riders remaining in the team. Bennett Mills here. NBC feed on Peacock still hasn't started. Oh, really? Didn't know that. Guys, do I have it on the right stream right now? I don't. Sorry about that. We need to be here. Apologies. There we go. So this is what's actually happening out there right now. They're doing the pictures. This looks like Luke Plapp talking to Poggy right now. Arms around each other. Luke Plapp, he's an awesome time trialist for Jaco Alula. It's going to be hard for me saying these names now because when you watch the women's tour, there's Tom Scoyne's Lidl Trek. When you watch the women's tour, Fems, the names are slightly different. So here it's Jaco Alula. Over on Tour de France Fems, it's Liv Alula Jaco. They were hot today, folks. Check that. You can check the video out later if you want. If you just, yeah, whatever you want to do. Guys, like the channel if you can. Inside Cycling, we're calling. This is going to keep powering forward. Powering forward. John Mannion, how long is it until I start? As there is way too much laughing and joking going on at the minute. Yeah, dude, I think it was about 8 kilometers, and they rode it took them like half an hour to ride it. I think all the teams are just doing their processional. Let's ride to the front and take pictures. We survived. There's 4 riders off the front right now, all in the same jerseys. I don't think it's an attack. Poggy's going back through, talking to the team car. Hopefully he likes the tour again. It just seems like the last few days he's just absolutely hated it. Aussie, I heard Aussie. Exactly, dude. I know. Yeah, it's 20K an hour. We could all ride with these guys right now. Very easily. I want to see some rider who's like in 168th place just go on a flyer off the side. And like full guns, let's do it. That's what I want to see right now. Okay, weird. Drew saying I had to reboot my phone because YouTube gave me a silent call, and that's weird. Dude, I guess same as me. The feed was down. I could not get it going. Some people were watching. I had to just reboot everything, jump out. Okay, so that's what it was. I saw 4 riders, same jerseys, white and blue. I thought it was Red Bull. They're all at the front doing their picture now. They're actually waiting for the 7th rider to catch up. They lost Danny Van Poppel earlier. No crashes, no injuries, all celebrations. His partner, I'm not sure if it's his wife or his partner, had a baby. So he went home for that. Red Bull, I think they've had a pretty awesome Tour de France. third place overall, and Primoz is in 8th. Yeah, some of these pictures are sketchy. Can you imagine falling down here and breaking your collarbone? You'd have to just try to ride all the way. Some guys don't look comfortable riding with no hands on the handlebars. I know I'm not. And Alan, you're right, Colin. Increased TV viewership and opportunity for Paris to show off their shiny bike-friendly city. Yeah, so it's going to be sketch, guys. Teams are going to have to be on high alert going up that climb. It's what they use at the Olympics. I've heard it's very narrow and it's cobbled. It does a full loop around that huge church that's up top there. There will be attacks going off. There's 14 teams that haven't won anything yet. So they got sponsors. They got DSs screaming at them. Lots of racing. Jordy Muse, last to win on the Champs Elysée. Swoosh Kid, thank you for that. Eric Gebhardt, lots of racing today. Fams, Tour de France. Yeah, I heard there's F1 going on. So yeah, there'll be people watching that too. They're not diehards. A lot of people want to go fast. Back in the day, this is from Dawn, Deutsche Telekom was the male pro team and the femme version of the team was T-Mobile. Okay, I didn't know that. Then I think eventually the male team became T-Mobile as well, I think. Drew, my meteorological year ends September 30th. My emotional year ends when the men's... I know, right? Yeah, I know. You look so forward to it and then it's done. But guys, I'm going to continue to bring race coverage. I thoroughly enjoy doing this. Yeah, I probably whined a little bit about getting up early, but it's just growing pains, trying to get used to it. I have to figure out when to do my bike rides. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the fact that people enjoy this. We've got 400 people here right now. Still super neutralized, you guys. I'll try to show you where they're at. We're going to blip that off. I should probably always do this in the background because I do this every time. That was going to do some pop-in. But you can see here perfectly how it shows you on Bike Terror what we're seeing. Look at the map in the bottom. We got a little switchback here. We got a switchback going up into Paris. We are actually climbing here. Not everything's going to be shown, guys. It's not a one-to-one representation, but on the map you can see there's some structures here. You're seeing that exactly on the side of the road here. And you can, as a member, guys, if you're getting into indoor cycling, this is probably the app you want to go after. It's your best entry point. Tons of routes. Like I said this morning, I'm telling myself, as soon as you're done here, you get on your bike and you do something. I found a route in my mom's hometown in Victoria, British Columbia. It just popped up. In fact, I found 70 pages of routes. I don't know if there's more than that. 10 routes per page. A lot of Tour de France routes. So again, this is all looking good to me here. There should be fields out here. That's what we're seeing on the map. I'm not sure if we're in a park area here. Yeah, we're just on the outskirts. We are on the outskirts here, so there should be very little over in this section. We should be seeing more buildings on the right, which we are, according to this map. And there is a large rectangular building here, which you can see on the map. The hand icon is directly over top it, if you guys can see that. They are climbing here, 5% grade. Now, UNOX. So every team is going to, let's go to the front and take our year-end picture together. So let them do that. So yeah, there's actually a lot more riders, you guys. We're only displaying 12 here in the peloton. The entire peloton's here. So however many riders that is. So yeah, this is perfect. I'm loving this. So there should be open fields here on the left-hand side of the riders, which there is. And there should be buildings on the right-hand side. We're seeing a smattering of buildings here. We should be seeing some more right off the road. I'm zooming in right here, guys. These buildings right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings. And there's a couple in the background. Guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings. It's exactly what we're seeing. You're not going to see windows. You're not going to be able to peek in at me. None of that stuff, guys. There should be one building on the right-hand side right now. There's one building on the right-hand side right now. And I think, stuff that's way off the edge, other roads and stuff, probably doesn't get rendered in. And again, to remember, everything you're seeing here for Tour de France coverage through Bike Terror, it's still all considered beta. They're working on it in the background. Actually, look at this. You got an 8% climb here on the last day. Up these little lumps. So that's Bike Terror, guys. Let me jump back here. I know you guys love it. I absolutely know that. Take a look at the map. Here's our Category 4 climb. That's probably what we're on right now. So this is the Category 4 climb here. 1.7 kilometers, 7%. We might have been on a bump right before it, which I think we were. We actually haven't. We're just on a little climb before we go over to the Category 4. There shouldn't be any fight over this. Let's take a look. Poggy has 117 points. Jonas has 104. What did we have for sporting stakes today? Sporting stakes today. Ooh, bright. Sorry, guys. Bright, bright, bright. We could take a look here. Yeah, everything's working the way it should have before. 1, 2, 3. There's only 5 points available, so there's no point in even, because I thought, could Jonas go after the jersey? He's wearing the jersey anyways. Actually, we are seeing here now. Take a look, guys. I'll go back to the kind of the chat from Tour Radio. 9 Aussies finished the Tour de France. This is them all getting their picture taken here. Lotto the Bull ran out of steam. Oh, that's right. Arnaud Delis had a tough stage that one day. With 4 places in the top 5. Oh, I love his nickname. Arnaud Delis' nickname is the Bull of Le Charette. I love that. I got to remember that. Yeah, riders had to go back and help him. He was like 4 or 5 minutes behind yesterday. So, hopefully he's feeling good. He probably just ran out of energy. We'll hang out here for a little bit. I'll catch up with the chat. I'll sip some coffee. Again, now it's Archaea B&B Hotels at the front. There's got to be at least one rider go down. Okay, let's jump back, guys. 431 here. I know it's going to grow. Let me just bounce back a little bit, guys. I see I'm missing some stuff. Yeah, Drew's emotional here. It's okay, Drew. You can shed a tear today. 1 tear is allowed. I'll give that to you. Chris Clancy here in Japan, going on minute. I got a Guinness as I pull for Ben Healy. Awesome, dude. Awesome stuff. Great to have you, Chris. I think you've been here quite a few days. Drew Schaefer, glad you were doing the Zwift Femmes tour. That softens the postpartum sensation. Dude, it's awesome racing. I'm really enjoying it. I was going to just start tomorrow and do like a recap show, but I thought, no, let's go. It just made some, again, whining. Colin's whining, especially yesterday. It was a long day, 4 a.m. start. I think I streamed from 4 till 11 a.m. in the morning with maybe a half-hour break in there. That's a lot of talking. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to do that. Next Saturday, I think, is the San Sebastian Classic. I might try to do that. The Tour of Poland starts the following week. There's a Tour of Denmark. There's the Arctic Trail Race. August 23rd, we see the start of the Vuelta. The Vuelta is kind of like, that's the third biggest. I love it. I always find the Vuelta has probably the hardest climbs. They take them up some insane routes. They're constantly building. Like, take a look at they're climbing the Angleroo this year. So the Angleroo was basically like a path. And they were like, can we pave it? Sure can. Let's send them up there. Brutal climb. Maybe later I'll talk about that. Maybe during the Tour de France Femmes, I'll be taking a look at that. I'll squeeze that in there. And I did want to get back to whoever wanted to see my dog sled day pictures and videos. We got Phil Thomas here again. Colin, thank you for your show and covering the tour stages. Phil from Florida. Hey, Phil, thank you for being here, dude. Thank you. We got 400 people watching now. Hit the like button if you can, guys. It's really easy. Just hit that thumb, and then other people see the video later today. Same with the Femmes. If you guys can jump in there and watch that and like that too, that's even better. Willie here. Willie's been around a lot. Healy had a great Tour de France. 9th overall at the Tour de France. I'd say that's an awesome Tour de France. Any of these guys, top 10 at the Tour de France, you can always say that. Dude, because there's always a question. Well, dude, do you ever race Tour de France? Yeah, a top 10. Hey, Chris Clancy. There are like 20 Chris Clancy's on Strava. Yeah, I know. I go look for people. I'm like, oh my, there's so many of them on Strava. Yeah, on Strava, I'm just Colin Emerson. On Zwift, I think I'm C period Inside Cycling World. So if you ride Zwift, you can find me there too. Jeff saying, why am I watching a video game? Show us the race, please. Jeff, I can't show you the race. My channel will be taken down. It's all copyright. And the ASO, who owns the Tour de France, is lethal on people. You're not watching a video game. In fact, I will show you the video game again. Actually, I got to fire it up for you here. Definitely not a video game. This is a 3D representation of where the cyclists are out on the road. I wonder if that's someone else. I'm actually seeing a lump off the front there right now. So it's saying there's a leading group. They're just chilling though. These guys are just chilling off the front here. Arkea rider, Total Energies rider, and Ben Thomas. Ben Thomas here and Matteo Vircher, they were the two that started the initial breakaway on stage 1. So we got 3 riders riding off the front here right now. So yeah, back to Jeff here. Dude, not a video game. Not a video game. This is the actual 3D representation of where the riders are. You'll see this change as we go on. I'll pop back in here quickly. Oh, maybe I didn't show it to you there. I thought I was showing it. Might have been. Who cares? We're good. Yeah, there are a few riders going off the front right now. So Jeff's asking, why am I watching video? No, dude, it's just a 3D representation of it. Drew here, maybe my 1994-97 New Hampshire route is in Strava. Concord west to Hopkinton, north to... Okay. Dude, so like Drew, if you were to go into Strava and download that GPX files, wow, these 3 dudes are sprinting up the hill here for the KOM point. So that's who the 3 riders off the front were. So that's the real race, Jeff. Jeff, you're in the wrong mindset. Jeff, no, not in the right side, but definitely on the wrong channel. I'm looking for an actual race. I'll guess what. Yeah, dude, you're welcome to go wherever you want. You can hang out here and talk cycling, or you can go and watch. Get a disconnect from OBS, guys. It'll come back here right away. Hopefully, I got some good buffering going. Drew saying here, isn't Angleroo like 21% up? Yeah, dude, Angleroo I think is 21 to 23% at times. Like absolute insanity, and that's what we're taking on at La Vuelta. What I'm going to do here at the same time is try to do this. If I can figure this out quickly, Climb Finder. Going to open up Climb Finder here, and we'll have some Angleroo talk. Angleroo should give it to me now, unless it goes by a different name. Ooh, there it is. Just absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Okay, so that's going to have to load in as I do that. I'll come back here, guys, and hang out with you here. I'm pulling up the Angleroo right now. Joe. This is Chris talking to Joe. I'm wearing a Cincinnati Reds hat. Dude, Running Wild. Dude, right here. Dude, who are you? Running Wild, I have to know your name. Running Wild says, Sled Dog Days, were you a friend of Rob Carse's? 100% Rob Carse is the dude that got me into sled dogs. I was watching the Iditarod all through university. I don't know why I started watching it. I honestly don't know why. I've always liked endurance events. So early days of internet, there's a website called Sled Dog Central. When I see your name Running Wild, I got to think that you probably run dogs too. Sled Dog Central still exists like in its exact same form as it did like in 1995. It's insane. 30 years later, they have the same website. It's so... I go back and it's so nostalgic. I don't run dogs anymore. I met Rob in 97. I graduated from university as a geologist. Times are great, working downtown. My geotechnician, when they still had geotechs, this lady, I forget her name, I think maybe it was Diane, said, hey, I know a guy who runs dogs. You should talk to him. I worked at Apache. He worked at Anderson. Yeah, guys, they're still doing all the ceremonial stuff here. So it's story time from Colin. I called Rob up several times. I found out he completed the 1996 Iditarod. I think he called me. So this would have been late 97, maybe November. He's like, okay, come on out. If the dogs like you, you can stick around. I went to Iditarod with him in 98. So obviously the dogs like me. I worked like a beast for them. Just things like he goes, you know all the dogs' names already. That's important. So when someone says, hey, go fix so-and-so, go fix Penrod, go fix Jack, you got to know the dog's names. So Running Wild, whoever you are, you obviously know Rob. I went to Iditarod with Rob in 98. I trained with him 99, 2000. I know he scratched in 98. That's just a withdrawal, guys. He went back in 2000 and scratched again. And then I started doing my own stuff. Rob ended up, I know he spent time out in Kelowna. I think, what's it called? Big White? No. Something Star. Near Kelowna, there's a big ski hill. I think he lives out there now. So Running Wild, let me know who you are. Cindy, Fabulous Paris, here they come from Banff, Canada, just down the road. Cindy, I'm about an hour and a half from Banff. Drew saying I don't have Strava yet. Oh, Drew, get on Strava. Okay, so they're still just doing the dilly-dally at the front. It looks like things might be getting ready to start now, guys. They've got 120K of racing. Actually, no, it looks like Total Energies is coming up now for the photo opportunity. Let's get through that. Yeah, Dawn here. If you get a copyright strike, they suspend your channel, or they block the video altogether. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want my Tour de France Femme stuff turned off either. Yeah, Jay, I saw it stutter earlier. I think OBS was reconnecting. I used to detest secondhand broadcasts. Grew into them, though, as they're only pay-per-view broadcast here in Japan. Yeah, guys, like, I'm just doing my own thing here. I'm solo. I'm independent. I don't pretend to be a broadcaster. I just know I watch a lot of bike racing, and there's things I see that the pro commentators that you all pay to watch don't see. So that's why I'm going to do it my way. Roads do look slightly damp here, guys. So I'll get the Bike Terra rocking again once we got some action on the front. Total rider joking around here, pretending he's going on a breakaway, it looks like. Evard, I rode an 18% climb onto the Niagara Escarpment, New Mountain Road, Hamilton, 2 kilometers rule. So, Evard, that kind of stuff, you get the GPX file. So if you're not into Strava and you wanted to ride that climb again, this is how you do it. I would go into Google, whatever you want to use, and I would type in New Mountain Road Strava segment, or I would type in the Niagara Escarpment New Mountain Road segment. It would take me into Strava. It would show me the best times, and there'll be a GPX file you can download there. You take that, you slam it into Bike Terra, you can ride it whenever you want. You can ride it when it's 40 degrees Celsius out and you don't want to kill yourself. You can also ride it when it's minus 40 degrees Celsius out and you don't want to kill yourself. You could get GPX files for routes that you're going to do an event at, that you want to kind of like recon the route. Running Wild, Montana Musher, Greg S. Dude, what is your last name? Greg S. here. I know there's been some famous mushers come out of Montana. And, dude, I used to know dog mushing like I know cycling. I still have a lot of dog mushing history going on. I'm thinking about doing some dog mushing videos on the channel here where I go out. Greg, if you were to meet me, you'd be like, dude, grab those dogs. Let's harness them. Dude, like in my sleep. So I ran dogs from 97 to 2018 with Rob. Sorry, not with Rob. Started with Rob. I continued on distance. I switched to sprint. I continued on to 2018. And one day I decided, yeah, I'm just done. So I ended up giving all my dogs away. Greg, let me know your last name if you would like to share it here. Right now, guys, they still have 116 kilometers to go. The race really hasn't even started yet here today. Let's just look at the live tracking again. Greg, love to know your last name. Uncle Matty's back. Good day, fine sir. Who you're picking to win today? I have Wout's a good pick. He really hasn't done a lot this Tour de France. This stage suits him. Kind of what I always call the long-range attack sprinter. Totally suits Wout. Those cobbles, narrow roads. You probably want to be a bike handling master. After match, well, I would put Wout on par with Mathieu. Mathieu van der Poel's out. Cyclocross champions. That's who I would be rooting for today. Ah, yes, here. Las Ratitos, Silver Star Ski Hill in Vernon, BC. Yeah, so I know Rob had a place there for a while, had his place here. I think he's retired there. I am friends with Rob on Strava. I see his rides. He sees mine. Scotty saying, I hope Vout wins this one. Upgrade your mind. Morning calling gang. Hey, dude. This is Andrew here. Upgrade your mind. Uncle Matty, Vernon, and Banff are great places to enjoy skiing. I jumped a groomer at Sunshine Village in 94. Love it, dude. Love it. The stage is pretty symbolic. Dude, it's all changed today. It's all changed. They don't want this to be a symbolic ceremonial. I think this first part, they're just getting it out of the way now. Guys, maybe I should show you that again. Let's take a look at the video again. And there's one specific video I want to show you for anyone that joined in late here. This is so different from the previous years. Just let me get here and take this in. You're going to see them do like 4 or 5 passages up the Champs Elysée, the standard. And then after about the 5th passage, they take off and go a totally different direction. So here's the Eiffel Tower coming up. They do that. They go past all the fancy gardens, down the Seine River here. Hassan, hey guys, any idea what time they will reach Montmartre at? Trying to get a spot to view them. Oh, geez, dude. Hassan is in the mix. There's all the fancy gardens. You're going to see them do multiple passages down the Champs Elysée here. They go around the gardens over and over. They go through the museum. And instead of just doing that 9 times, they then take off and hit the Olympic road course. They take off right here. 2024 Paris Olympics. This is where they start 3 ascents up the Butte Mont Martre. UAE's on the front now. It's on, guys. UAE's riding on the front at 51 kilometers an hour. It's race time. Taddy's in 3rd position. Here is the climb up the Montmartre itself. Dude, Hassan, what you should do, grab your phone, open up the official Tour de France site. I'll try to do it for you here if I remember. They have a schedule on there when they will arrive. So Hassan's trying to get to the climb. Roderick, I like the live tracking view. Nice. I think, Robert, I'm not sure if you're talking about Bike Terror there. Binyam is in the race. I'll find him here soon. Renzo's asked, Valentin Madouas, can he win the race? I guess he has a chance to win today. Everyone's got a chance today, guys. I'd say Poggy has the least chance because he's got the most to lose. That's all I'm going to say about that. He's not going to allow himself to get in any danger today. His team would not allow him to be up front there battling for the lead on those cobbles. I can't see it. That's probably like, guys, just stay within a minute of Jonas and we won the tour. Let me get through this here. I'm actually looking for some answers from Greg S. from Montana. Okay, Dawn, I may ride up Garrett Mountain by myself tomorrow. It's 3-mile base of the mountain, then up. All paved, should be fun. Dude, love it. Dawn may go indoors on the Smart Trainer this winter. I have one. Dawn, yeah, if you need any help, whatever. If you have one, you already know. But any questions, just send them my way, guys. Dawn's indoor trainer is not set up yet. Okay, decathlon. And confirmation from the radar. Confirmation that rain will hit before we reach Paris. The rain will start. Oh, those cobbles are going to be deadly. So it will be wet inside of Paris. They're out in the countryside now, guys. It's full gas, full guns. Poggy's in 3rd place. The peloton is strung out probably over 400 meters right now. What I can do... yeah, it's actually technical. They're riding through the streets of Paris here soon. Ooh, yeah. Dance Mom, 35 here. I just saw them. She's in Paris. She's in France. So we got a Dance Mom here. Just saw them go by. Awesome stuff. I love it. Almost 500 people watching, guys. Really appreciate that. Colin, do you know the name of the cycling race that happens in Ontario? Near Ontario. Dude, I don't actually. I don't. I did tell myself, guys, I did follow a gravel race earlier this year, way back in May. There's one little crazy video on my channel. It's called the Hurtin' Albertan 575 kilometers. I've got a bunch more footage from it I've never put together in a video. My buddy Birch, who I went to university with, he checks the channel. He goes, dude, I love it. He goes, I love your gonzo reporting style from the field. I followed them like into the night, into the dark. in a deadly storm, the kind of storm that'll kick out small tornadoes, lightning everywhere, and these two warriors out there riding in it. And I was parked on the side of the road, and they were so pumped to see me out there. There's no one else out there, just me and them. I was like, it was really creepy being out there in the dark. I was in the middle of nowhere. Wout could easily win today's stage 2. Let's let I'll catch up here. Arnaud Delis here. He will finish the tour. He had a really bad stage. I think it was yesterday, the day before. Sprinter. I'm going to get caught up in the chat, and then I'm going to go off from there. Drew saying I skied Blue Mountain around 1968 or 69. Love it. Does Bike Terra support the Zwift ride? Dude, I'm not sure about that. I have... So I'm riding a standard. I'm riding a Tax Neo 2T with a standard cyclocross bike. I do have Zwift Plays. I ride Ruvi a lot, and they don't support the Zwift Plays because I want to do virtual shifting. I don't want to have the separate clicker. Something to look into, I guess, Eric. What time will they pass the Eiffel Tower? Oh, dude, I'm going to have to look that up. What I can do here, pull up the route again. So for today's stage, where are we here? We got to come here. I wonder if it's going to give us that. There's a time schedule here you can look at. Here, don't worry about me. I'm just getting blinded here. So it's going to give you all the road turns here. Someone asked about Montmartre. They don't actually give it. Oh, right here. It says Eiffel Tower, 15:49 local time for the caravan. Okay, so then the next 3 times you see here on the screen, yeah, look at the retinas getting burned out. Between 17:41, that's 5:41 local, and 5:49, that's like the fastest time to the slowest time. The race will pass by the Eiffel Tower. Dude, get on your bike, full wheelie all the way over to the Eiffel Tower. Let's get it. We hit, Hassan earlier asked, when will they be at the Côte de la Butte Mont Martre? Between 6:31 and 6:44. Local time, and I think that's CEST time. So for some, I thought France was 7 hours ahead of me. It's saying it's 8 if you use CEST. I don't know why they do that. Okay, I can see again. Gonna have a coffee here. Someone important in the back of that car. I have no idea who it is. Maybe it's hopefully some Tour de France rider from the past. Okay, so that's all. What is the red circle on the course? That's the sag wagon. That's the broom wagon. Chasing after them. It's kind of funny they even have it out today. I think it's just part of the caravan. Guys, they are hammering right now. Let's quickly jump into... Oh, I messed that up, didn't I? Let's jump back here. And I'm going to spectate this. I expect to see one massive peloton. I don't think we're going to see any groups here. Yeah, one massive peloton, guys. That's all we're seeing. We're riding like on the outskirts of Paris right now. All open fields on the video. Let's see if I can figure this out here. I'll probably just keep it running in the background maybe. Yeah, so we're technically not in Paris, but it's all joined together. I will come back. Hey, just for those that want to be in the know, this is what's coming up shortly. I know this is not Tour de France related, but this is La Vuelta related. So let's have a quick peek at this. We just mentioned the Angleroo. Check this beast out. Look at the rating on it, guys. Now, I just pulled up. Look at it here. It gets an SHC rating. What does that mean? A super horse category? Kind of like Collins HC+. Here's the... I think there is only one way up it. And it dead ends up there. Guys, look at this profile here. Take a look at this puppy. Actually, yeah, so there are segments. So they're averaging this. Obviously, it's taking 500-meter segments here and averaging it. So over this segment here, between 9.5 and 10 kilometers, it's 15% average, but there is chunks that hit 20. Further down the road here, 17% average over 1 kilometer. From the 10th kilometer to the 11th kilometer, it averages 17%. Segments hitting 22 and 23%. That's insane. The rating on it, just for perspective, guys, the rating here is 1624 with a little lightning bolt. So how hard it is, I guess. The Alpe d'Huez is under 1,000. I think the hardest we did at the Tour de France might have been like an 1,100. And while I'm here, I want to see if they call it like a Super H. We're going to look at all this here. Yeah, they do call it a Super Oars category, HC+. That's what I'm calling it. Oh, and right here, there are climbs above 1,500. A notable example is the Angleroo. Just happens to be the one we're looking at. So this is an HC+, and I'm going to stick with that naming. Jumping back to the Tour here. They are racing, bombing along 50, 60k an hour, UAE on the front. I think I see a nature break going off there. Colin will be taking a nature break in a little while. I've drank every bit of coffee in the house, so have to stay fueled. Okay, guys, I'm trying to catch up here. I'm not trying to ignore anyone. I just wanted to show you what the Angler rule, because we're doing that. That starts August 23rd. I need the crew here, guys. I need the dudes to jump in. I need the dudes to jump into the Tour de France Femmes. So yeah, that was the broom wagon. Okay, Uncle, we were visiting fam. Okay, so just learn about. Oh, learned curling in Hamilton. Famous Canadian pastime, curling. You know what? You think about it, oh, boring. It's so much fun to watch curling. When you kind of get into it, the angles they're hitting. I love it. Sheep Farmer. Is it Sheep Farmer Jeff? Okay, Sheep Farmer Jeff. Did you ever meet Chris or Trent Herbst? No, I didn't, but I know those names. I know Trent Herbst. I believe they did it around 2000 as well. They were buddies of mine from high school. The guy that I knew really well from Tour de France, Iditarod days, I know all the names, the Mackeys, the Seavies, the Swingley, that dude, Doug Swingley, Jeff King, Martin Boozer, the ladies, Didi Jean Rowe, Susan Butcher back in the day, so many great female mushers as well. I went up to Alaska probably 2 or 3 times. There's a dude named John Little. I got some phenomenal dogs from him. That same year, he got 4th place overall at the Iditarod. I keep wanting to say the Tour de France, guys. And he had a tiny kennel. He was based in Kasilof, Alaska, on the Kenai Peninsula. I haven't seen him since, I think he got 4th place, I'm going to say in like 2003 or something. Probably around there. And he also did the Yukon Quest. I think he got 3rd or 4th place there as well. Yukon Quest, that's the predominantly Canadian side. It runs from Yellowknife to Fairbanks, and then they flip it on the other year. It's totally been changed now. I think they've shortened the race down. Okay, so Sheep Farmer Jeff, I'm glad you're here. It looks like endurance people like all endurance stuff. These are the kind of things I like. If there was like an endurance race running through the desert, I'd be watching it. So I think that's why some of you guys are here. Anyone hopes to overtake Pog, he's going to have to do a breakaway soon. Yeah, they're not going to take him out. Curling is a true Canadian sport. Love it. Yeah, guys, where I live out here, there's a little town down the road called Midway. Not even a town. There's an old school there that got shut down years ago. Probably had like 4 classrooms. The gym's still there. A welder owns it now. We have a curling rink there. I've never been in it, but there is a curling rink. Joey Jojo is in the mix, folks. Joey Jojo is in the mix. Again, guys, so Joey Jojo's up. And let's thank Joey Jojo for getting me to do this, because she said, hey, why don't you try this style? And it works, guys. Thank you so much. Uncle Matty saying hi to Joey. Too bad I missed that Jeff character. I could have told him off. Yeah, I know. I kind of did a little bit. I'm just trying to ignore people that say anything negative in here. I told Joey this, like, we went out for supper last weekend. Oh, that was another brutal day. Up at 4 a.m. to stream, stay up all day, had to go out for dinner late that night. Yeah, that was a crazy night too. That was for Joey's birthday. Okay, someone here is asking... Drew, Colin, have you seen the anime film? I haven't seen this. Le Triplets de Belleville, all cycling fans. Okay, dude, I'll look it up. I don't know what it's about. Uncle Matty, yeah, Caden Grove's race was awesome yesterday. No guts, no glory. I recommend the book 23 Days in July. I'm interested in some of the books you've mentioned. I think that's one I haven't read yet. Or maybe I have. Is that the one about... Greg LeMond? Greg LeMond and the Win? Joey, put that on the book list that I need. When I retire, my dream is to drive the broom wagon for 21 stages tour. I would love to do anything over at the Tour de France. I would be on the cleanup crew. Cleaning up all their gel wrappers. Last day of the Tour de France 2025. Colin survived. Thank you very much, Joey. Inside Cycling World loves you. There we go, guys. I did survive. I didn't know if I could actually do this every day. And I had a lot of people say too, Colin, can you really do this every day? Yeah, I can. Brendo Gascon. Hi, Colin. Thanks for your live stream again. The finale about shout out, please, here to the Philippines cycling maniacs. Dude, thank you so much. The Philippines are the most represented people here in this stream. I know it. I've seen subscriber count go up like crazy. Someone brought it up. I think Dawn brought it up earlier. I think we've gained 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers in this time. Check this dude out here. Asteroid Field Productions. Now that sounds like a YouTube channel. Is saying tired of seeing Poggy win. Yeah, dude, that's why I hope he doesn't go to La Vuelta. Drew saying hope I did sufficiently, Jojo. Yeah, Drew jumped on him a little bit. He told me he got the wrong mindset. The guy said something like, well, it's not the live stream, so I'm going to go somewhere else. Please do. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Joey made sure she put in the description. This is not showing you copyrighted material. People don't read the descriptions. I get it. I'm not that upset. Thanks, Drew. Really appreciate it. Drew did come through for the save there. Uncle Matty, not usual to attack on the following day, but we will see attacks out in the field, guys. Let me just jump back here. I'm just really catching up with the chat. If you guys want to see lethal climbs, join me over for La Vuelta this year. It's kind of like La Vuelta is the smallest of the 3 Grand Tours. It's just as long. It's got all the hardest climbs. Dawn, thank you so much, dude. Dawn, I think you've been here every day. Dawn's been. Thanks, Colin, Jojo, for all your hard work on your channel. Happy birthday to Daddy Jojo. Yeah, that's Bob Knott. We're going out with supper with him later today. He's 84 years old. I'll be dead again later today. Yeah, Joey's talking about the description. Yeah, I don't even care. You know what? I think everyone's been so cool in the chat. There's been just a couple of negative comments, but I don't let them get to me because 99.999% have been total support of the channel. So it doesn't even faze me. I just tried to explain to the guy. Sorry, dude, but hang out anyways. Dave, sorry for the stupid question. No stupid questions. But could you invite Taddy to come to the Philippines? Millions of fans are waiting for you. Taddy Pogacar, or Today Pogacar, the Filipino fans are waiting for you to visit. Poggy, your nickname means handsome in Tagalog. I know that now. Someone's asking, is Lance here? He might be lurking on the side of the road. If he's like Johan Bernil, they're not even allowed near cycling events, World Tour events. Johan Bernil got, I think, escorted out of the riders' enclosure earlier in the tour. He's got a lifetime ban from Evard Otway, dude. Thank you so much for your support too. Evard's been here most days as well, very consistently. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, these ones. There you go, Evard. Thank you so much, dude. Okay, Drew Schaefer. Triplets follows a French rider whose mom follows him on a bicycle with a whistle, being kidnapped by the Droom Wagon dude to power a sports betting game. Okay, dude, I'll check it out. I hope it's on YouTube. We've got Anthony Churgis riding off the front of the peloton, just having a nice drink. UAE is totally controlling the front end, guys. I don't think it's going to break up until we do the passages of the Champs Elysée. After that, there's going to be some insane attacking by teams that need something here. It's their last chance, and then I think they should take it today. They got to be careful, though. There won't be any breaks. Yeah, it's still one. Once I see splits in the peloton, guys, they're out in the countryside now anyways. Let's just jump into this again. Climb Finder, I will fire up Bike Terra here. Let's see this load in. And I'm looking for my countryside view. I'm getting a countryside view here, guys. Someone else called this a video game earlier. Absolutely not a video game. That person probably doesn't even ride a bike. Okay, we are on it. I think I jumped away from it there, guys. Okay, there we go. Oh, I got that funky chicken thing going on where you can see it happening on my screen here. So it's only going to show 12 riders, but the entire peloton is there. We are out in the countryside. Looks like we got some buildings nearby. If I zoom in on the map, what are we seeing here? What is being represented here? Yeah. There's this area here, Fontenay-le-Fleury. Looks like there should be a bunch of buildings on either side of us right now. We just came out of the countryside back into town. Yeah, because if you look at the map, you can see all the open areas behind us here. So we'll jump back here in a second, guys. I'm probably going to do a reload off camera of it. There is a quick way to refresh it with F5, but I think some of that clipping you're seeing is OBS doing some weird stuff on it there. So I'm going to just jump out of it here, and I'm going to jump back in, and then make sure I've got you guys in the right spot. Yeah, we're back here. Again, guys, thank you so much for the support. Average speed, we got 100 kilometers to go, guys. Average speed, this is like barely moving for them, 32.6k an hour. If I was to go outside and ride at 32.6k an hour for an hour, I would come home and just be like laying dead on the couch. Like, that's a good moving speed. They're riding about 20 kilometers lower than they normally would right now. They're probably going to ride normally like 48 to 52k an hour on this kind of stage. Avard, thank you so much again, dude. Who's the number one now, dude? Dude, just say Taddy for now because the race really hasn't kicked off today. Drew, my pleasure, Jojo, and Colin. I talked with Jojo about this a couple weeks back even. I can't believe I've done 21 stages. I can't wait to do 21 more of La Vuelta. And I said, you know, at some point, I'm going to need like a moderator in there because sometimes it gets so much going on. Drew, I think you might be the man for that job. Someone messaged me a few days ago and said, hey, dude, I only see one person behind the camera. I think you need a second. And offered to help me out. I don't know who that was. James Anderson, dude, thanks for the coverage again. Keep it up, and I wish you much success with your channel call. Dude, thank you so much. Very generous here. Thank you for joining us again. Yeah, pay Taddy ample appearance money, and he'll fly there. Usually after these races, I don't know if they do it anymore. Usually after the Tour de France, they would go do small criterium races in French towns nearby, pay the winner or the best sprinter or whoever it may be an appearance fee. I heard back in the old days it was like 50 grand just to show up and basically do a staged criterium race where they kind of knew who the winner would be. It was just to, you know, keep the Tour de France going. So towns would compete to get those riders show up. Lance has been doing a lot of broadcasting of cycling events. Yeah, he's got his podcast going in that. Got your back. What time can we expect the last leg? Oh, on the last time up the Champs Elysée. I'm in Paris. Would love to witness it. Okay, dude. I'm going to do that in the background for you here. I'm going to get back to that. Let me get caught up in the chat here. My eyes are killing me today, guys. Avard saying he's been sort of welcomed back unofficially. Okay. Holly, you are a gift to the cycling podcast world. You are funny, engaging, and Canadian. Holly, love it. Holly, I know you've been around a lot too. I even told Joey Jojo that you were like, I think the last comment yesterday in the Tour de France Femmes, and you said, this is the first time I've ever seen women's pro cycling. So that's what I'm trying to bring forward too. Again, you want more women's tour pro cycling coverage? We need to see more ladies in there as well. So I'm hoping more jump in, and there's been some great ones in there already. And Holly, I know you've been following along this entire Tour de France. Joey's thanking everyone here, Dawn, Evar, James, for their very generous contributions to the channel. Joe512, Joey Jojo. I've got my yellow jersey on, heading into meet up with Strava group for our Sunday ride. Thanks for the great chat. Yeah, Joe, thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully you can make it back for Tour de France Femmes. That's going to take us through next weekend. I've got other race ideas after that. But the next big thing, Joey Jojo is leaving me at home, going to Vegas for a week with the girls. So I'll be home alone doing all of La Vuelta by myself. Okay, it's bouncing hard, you guys. Have fun, Joe. Robert Ludwig, the Terror Review. I had not seen that till today. Okay, so Robert's never seen it till today. While working, I could only listen. Okay, Robert, I'm going to show it again here. I'm hoping when there's going to be some separations in the group, I can show you, because I love watching the groups come back together. Some days it's showing it so well. Matt and Anzo did tell me there's about a 15-second delay from their transponders till when they get the data. So sometimes you might see a group of riders here and one there kind of do like this really quick. It's just a lag time in the transponder. That rider may have already caught up in those 15 seconds, but what you're seeing on screen is going to look like they're doing like 20 miles an hour faster. So there's still those kind of like little funky things happening, but it's probably one of the best ways to watch Tour de France. You can probably see more watching it there than you can watching it on something you pay for, a subscription feed over here. So guys, get in there. I would love to know from everyone. I would love to hear back from Bike Terra. Can they see more people using it? I think people are using it to spectate the race. So again, like I said earlier, Bike Terra never started out as that. I think they've kind of just stumbled into it, which is awesome. Okay, someone's saying because of the wind here. Okay, so I missed all that, guys. 100 kilometers to go. Evard, morning, Jojo. Thank you for all the help with you. Yeah, guys, Joey does all the stuff in the background, all the thumbnails. Every day I'm like, I need a thumbnail. I need a thumbnail. She said to me last night, she's, oh, we're going to be gone a week. She goes, I got to get all your thumbnails ready. So as I was passing in and out of consciousness on the couch, 7 o'clock at night, pathetic, I know, Joey was working on my La Vuelta thumbnails. I had to peek over them. I think I went upstairs, came back downstairs, and I saw a bunch of red. I'm like, that's the La Vuelta going on. Avard, okay, so we had that there. Less than 2 hours to the finish. I got to try to get to that one where dude was asking, but when did they get to the final passage? Oh, yeah, Joey and our online slots. Okay, guys, now we receive info that time will be taking on the 4th passage through the finish. Time for what? Oh, super narrow roads here, like 1 car wide in places. Riders trying to fight their way around it. Okay, they're saying something about the 4th time through the passage for the GC. Guys, I'm going to back that up for a second. I'm going back to this race radio here. I need to see what they said there. Guys, now we will receive info that time will be taking 4th passage through the finish. They go down the Champs Elysée 4 times. So the 4th passage through the finish line will be taking time for GC. Oh, so maybe they're going to kind of say the GC race is over there, but the race is still on for the teams that are desperate for a win. That's my guess. So I think there's been so many people saying this is way too dangerous, way too dangerous. They definitely don't want the yellow jersey to fall on those cobbles and get hurt and lose the Tour de France on the last day. Oh, the Chateau de Versailles. Wow. Yeah, this place is fancy. Joey, we got to go here next year. I need you to work some overtime or something. Thank you. And she says it right up here. Okay, great comment, Holly. Go Canada. Yeah, you too, Maddie. If you zoomed in on the map view, as we saw in the Zwift race earlier, you can actually see the progress better. Gladly monitor when available. Okay, the map view. Is that what you're talking? You're just talking about this here? Oh yeah, this will be the Versailles right here, I think. Yeah, here's Versailles right here. And here's the parks I was just looking at. It's massive. Yeah, I think you don't go to Paris for 3 days. You need to go there for like 3 weeks, I think, to visit all the museums. So we're just going to hang here for now, guys. UAE still sitting on the front, and it is raining. Guys, it's raining. Maybe they made the decision now on the fly. We're going to call GC on the 4th passage through. That's before we even go up the Montmartre. The cobbles will be wet. Okay, maybe next year Colin and I will be in France doing the chat from there. That would be amazing. Our daughter Addison said we have to be there next year. So Addison, you're taking care of the house apparently. You are taking care of the house. You just volunteered for it, kid. I'm proud to be nearing 500 kilometers this calendar month to put things in perspective. Tour de France riders into. Dude, that's pretty good. My riding's been terrible for the last 3 weeks. I probably lost at least 50 off my FTP. And I'm going to go, I might do so I'm probably going to do a bike terror ride after this, I think today, just because I found a nice, awesome little ride in Victoria. Wow, these gardens look fantastic, guys. The gardens look fantastic. I want to see what bike terror is going to show us through here. That's what I want to know. Bike terror is running. We may have just passed out of them. I think I was a bit too late there, guys. So here's Bike Terra. Remember, we're just going to see one peloton right now. I'm going to try to have a scan around. Yeah, we're all on sorts of Place des Armes. What's that all about? Following the road here. Let's stick with it. Kind of use the map a little bit too. Yeah, this is Versailles here. So I guess Versailles is that, to me, I'd call that a suburb of Paris. It's probably its own city. You can see, yeah, it's all back here on the map. This is all those gardens. So I did miss them all. I wanted to see what they'd look like on Bike Terra here. Averaging 40k an hour through here, roughly. Just going to jump back again. See what we can get from race radio feed. It's going to be just basically, oh, and so took a picture. No attacks yet, guys. Caption this. How about 1, 2, and 3? Or how about Taddy's 2 jerseys? A few years ago, Taddy's 3 jerseys it would have been, since he'd win all the jerseys. Hit this map again. Wow, yeah, I would like to be here next year. So I told Joey Jojo if we ever went to France, I don't think I'd be able to follow it. That'd be too much driving. I'd want to find some small French town in the Pyrenees. Yeah, probably the Pyrenees, I think, is where I'd want to be. Super hot weather there, and just hunker down. And so every day I would walk down to the small cafe or the pub, and I'd hang out with the locals, and I'd try to learn French, and they'd laugh at me. I'd love it. I think that'd be so great. And they would like, oh man, this guy's doing it though. He's trying to learn French. He's broadcasting from here. Just backing up again here, guys. Yeah, so yeah, 500Ks this month, dude. That's awesome. I don't think I'm anywhere near that. I've been getting my guaranteed 1 Zwift ride per week and then a couple Ruby rides. I might have 300K this month. I don't even want to look. Actually, Ruben, who's been an OG supporter of the channel since way back when. Ruben might be here somewhere. I think he was going riding. There's a challenge route on Ruby called the Legends of the Tour. It's a ton of climbing. He's asked me to do it with him. And I'm kind of like, and he said, dude, we won't kill ourselves. We'll just ride easy. We'll get them done. He goes, you need to work on your... He knows I'm totally out of shape right now. As a cyclist, he travels all over Europe doing big climbs. He goes to the Grand Canaries all the time. Yeah, he knows. He knows I'm out of shape. He can probably see my fatness right now. Dave here's asking, could riders like Ben Healy attempt one last move? They might, but I don't think Ben Healy's the kind of rider that can get on a breakaway here. I think it's for stronger riders. Yeah, I can easily see like Wout winning today. Very strong, very explosive. I think the cobbles when they're wet, I think unfortunately, we're going to see riders go down as part of bike racing. Wout will probably have, if you're used to riding on crappy surfaces, cobbles, dirt, mud, you're going to have confidence going through them. Other people that have crashed on them before are going to be nervous about it. So we'll be using Bike Terror a lot more once we get in there, guys. Dave. Okay, so Dave asked that. 7 at light, burning fuel from 4 a.m. does that. Yeah, dude, it's been tough, but I love it. If I can keep this going every day, almost 500 people watching. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you. It's you guys that made the channel. It's Joey's idea, me blathering, and you guys watching and enjoying this and participating in the chat and talking about cycling. Not just me yammering at you, oh, so-and-so is in 3rd place. Joey, 25 kilometers, I'm done on my bike. She's saying, ha, calling us some serious quads that you all can't see. but he's a beast on his bike. Yeah, I'm not a skinny dude with skinny stick legs. I do have quads on me. I think I've told you the story. I used to stream live on Twitch riding my bike, and I had some admirers. And so I went off Twitch for a year, and just last summer I did a Twitch ride, turned it on. That same dude found me immediately, and I was like, whoa. And that was enough. That was just me riding my bike on there. Yep, definitely Maddie. She likes a man with strong legs. I definitely don't have stick legs. You see different types. You see guys who are fantastic cyclists with little sticks for legs. You see other dudes with huge quads. That's kind of more me. Yeah, I think this guy's here to Dave, impossible. I told Colin needs to do a Tour de France live after show with everyone to hang out and chat, talk about the race, general cycle, who's in. Yeah, Joey's got so many ideas for me. I just don't know if I can do them all, but if everyone said, yeah, we want to do this all the time, I'm in. Dave, thank you so much for your contribution. Inside Cycling World loves you, dude. Thumbs up and the big heart from Inside Cycling World here. Thank you so much, man. Dude, I know you've been hanging around a lot lately. Appreciate it. Great questions, great comments. Dream Teams is here. Dream Teams, you need to introduce yourself. I'm saying the name wrong on purpose. Oh, guys, narrow, sketchy here. Riders virtually coming to a standstill. Dream Teams, I think you should introduce yourself finally for once. I was struggling to see the name yesterday. My eyes are so shot from streaming the men's race beforehand. Dream Team came in and absolutely supported me 100% in the Tour de France Femmes. Knows everything about women's cycling. I've learned so much in the last few days, guys. I think it was someone else earlier. It might have been Jay Taylor. He goes, dude, I just learned so much scouring through all the teams, looking at all the riders' names. Before I did the Tour de France Femmes yesterday, I probably could name 10 to 12 female cyclists, which is pretty sad. Now I'm studying the teams every day, learning them, and with Dream Team there, it's really been helping me out a lot. So thank you very much. I think Dave is in the Philippines. Holly, not going to Paris yet. Going to Quebec in September. Closest thing. It's very French there. Holly, it's very French there. Okay, I just lost where I'm at in my chat, guys. Sorry. Visiting the tour. Don't want to wait hours to get down from summits. Go to a village, 20 to 40 kilometers to finish. Enjoy the... Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Drew. I don't want to be up on the side of a mountain. I kind of almost want to be, let's get an Airbnb here or whatever. And actually a real room, not just like a closet they put a bed in, because I see those advertised all the time. And hunker down for a week. Go get groceries. And not at Walmart. Go to the patisserie, go to the boulangerie, go, all that stuff. Pick up your fresh groceries every day. Go back, cook some food. Every day, spend all day at the local cafe / pub. Roads are wet here, guys. Roads are wet. Guys are bunny hopping. Traffic furniture here. Medians. Sketchville. Roads are wet. They're just wet enough that you could instantly crash. I think guys will be putting jackets back on. Or they're struggling with their jackets, trying to jam in their back pocket like this Intermarché rider is here. Keeping a close eye on it, guys. I will be bouncing to that soon. Joey Jojo asks, why do you keep calling me Joey Jojo? Joey Jojo, that's what I call you on here. Usually at home, guys, I just call her Lady, Miss. Yep. Versailles is a huge park and museum. Exactly. Ça va bien. Drew honeymooned in Quebec in 1990. Then celebrated his divorce there in 1996 at a Cranberries concert at the Ice Arena. Awesome, dude. Well, you had a good year in 1990 and an even better one in 1996, dude. Joey says zombie. That's what I was just going to say. Hard to type today. My cat, Miss Vader, chewing on me. Avar, did you know that I had 3 kittens born on stage 1 during the Tour de France? Actually, it would have been after my stream. Kitty, who doesn't have a name, I thought of names for her. She was going to be called Ripley from the Aliens movie. Because in the movie, Ripley has a cat named Jonesy. And I had this kitty cat that showed up. Joey found it outside. She kept telling me, think of a name. I thought Ripley's the best name. Not Jonesy. Let's go with Ripley. We'll counter it. Ultimate female heroine. OG. Love that movie. So that kitty crawled up on the table here. I showed the kitty on camera. Put her out there. Actually, she was still lurking. I was doing his whiff ride. She was meowing weird. I put her outside. I came out. There was a kitty born. So those are the Tour de France kitties. There's 3 of them. I'm just still trying to catch up here, guys. Costa Rica. This is Todd. Costa Rica mountain biking dude. Do you pay more attention to how many kilometers or elevation gain when tracking weekly, monthly training? Dude, I kind of do both. I've had weeks where I think my best ever week on the bike, I did like 9 or 10,000 meters climbing, which is nothing for where you live, Todd. I had a nice little chat with Todd yesterday. So Todd lives down in Costa Rica. I think he's originally from Colorado. Moved down there 30-something plus years ago. Now lives down there full time. If you're ever down there, look for Todd. Drew's feeding alley cats in Del Norte, Colorado, behind our natural organic deli. I'm in a no pets lease, sadly. Drew, was it you I was talking to about all the brick houses in Denver? Joey just lost her mind looking at them. Bike Terra. FYI, Bike Terra probably won't work after crossing the Seine. Those laps at the end are tricky. Yep, guys, just so you know, I did get word about this morning too. They said after kilometer 100, Bike Terra might crash or something. But I'll do the best I can to show what I can. Don's a climber. 65% of his body weight is in his legs. We definitely have too many animals. Yeah, whenever you guys hear me saying I'm doing chores, I'm outside feeding all of Joey's animals. Joey Jojo. Everyone likes that. Okay, I think it's Chris Clancy. You're saying Versailles is far from Paris, guys. Race radio coming in here. Let's see. Sudal. So, guys, also in your mindset, this is going to be a real race. You feel already the speed. This is not going to be a walk in the park. Get ready for it. Get the focus on. Once we hit the circuit, the race will really be on. Boom time, folks. Bang, bang. This is not a parade. Not a parade. Signs here. Poggy, you are my hero. All deciphered from French. That was a pretty easy one. Someone saying here, thank you, Bike Terra. That's coming from Drew. Love seeing Bike Terra here too, guys. Really love it. Dream Team, always watch the men's version of sports I could watch, but there will be a lull watching the female. Just doubles the excitement. Tennis, cycling, climbing. Yeah, exactly, Dream. Thanks again for hanging out with us this morning. The cat distribution system is working and paid you a home. And paid your home. A visit calling. Okay. Let's see what we got here. 100%ers. Yeah, I'm skinny up top. Well, I'm not so skinny anymore, guys. If you ride bikes, if you take a week off, it's like taking a month off. I keep telling Joey this. If you take 2 or 3 days off, it's like you feel like you've been off the bike 2 weeks. So I have to ride right after this, and I've got a perfect little route picked. I might smash it, just level myself, and then have a YouTube session where everyone leaves me alone. If Poggy doesn't go to the Vuelta, I believe Jai Hindley. Yeah, I like that guy too. So, guys, we haven't seen Jai Hindley yet because he's not here. Remember, there's going to be an exciting stage race coming up. The Spanish version of exactly what you're watching right now with tougher climbs. Yeah, Drew's here talking about the brick homes. So, Drew, we were like... So, Empower Stadium, I would say, is what I would call downtown. We were on the opposite side of the stadium, away from downtown, I guess, if that makes sense. And there was just brick homes all through there. Ooh, so Drew's brother passed away. Sorry to hear that, Drew. 80 years old in mid-June. Joey's asking how we can promote Bike Terra more. Actually, yeah, Bike Terra dudes, Matt and Anslow. Joey said we need to get a link in our description here to promote you guys more. I think, yeah, Joey Jojo, I think I've tried to hashtag Bike Terra and it didn't really do anything for me. Cat names Vera, Polka, and Wane. I was going to name them after the Tour de France. I didn't know what. I don't even know if they're males or females. Joey's asked if I checked. Haven't even looked. Symbolic stage when Poggy won't be overtaking the GC. No, like I said, guys, that race radio. So we're going to do those laps around. Guys, why don't we do that again? Just so I can show you. You'll get the idea of it for anyone else that came in late. Where do they have it? They bounced it around on me. The stage and video. Stage from the inside. Prepare for the stage. It's too bad I can't find it now. Try again up here if I refresh it. This one here. So they said that... let me get this in here for you guys. Here's the full stage today. It's going to go around the Champs Elysée 4 or 5 times. They said they're going to take the GC flat classification at the 4th time around. Probably say, there, it's over, but they're still going to be allowed a stage win. So there will be teams battling. So we're going along the Seine here, passing all these parks. This is where we go through the museum. We will go pass right through the museum. They will cycle right through it. That's going to be cool to see. Then we do our passages of the Champs Elysée. Let's see how many they do here. I think they do 4 or 5. Generally, they would do like 9 loops here. I think it's what it is. And then they finish about halfway up this path here. You can see where the sprint point is there. So they do 4 passages. Then they take off. So this part up here will not affect the GC. This is just for Epic Tour Glory Stage 21. So someone can still win the stage. Tour de France. Okay, I'm just reading that. Okay, so what am I missing here? Trying to catch up again, guys. Looks like tier 0512. How long does it take for them to be at the center of Paris? You mean the finish? I can take a look at that. Let's just let the video play, guys. So they're going to do this climb 3 times. And it's raining. And I think there's been a lot of concern for riders going down. So the GC will be declared. So once the GC is declared, I think you'll see the entire UAE team. Well, maybe not. Poggy, Jonas, they'll just go right to the very back. And maybe they'll do like their own little ceremony at the back of the stage. And then there'll be other teams. Like, we can still win a stage at the Tour de France. What I'll do here, we'll do the route again. And I will hit the schedule. I want to answer this question for this person here. Tier 0512. Time schedule. They're expecting the finish on the Champs Elysée to be between 1926 and 1945. So between 7:26 tonight and 7:45 tonight, CEST time. So all the times I've been given have been in Central Europe Standard Time. And looking at this here, what's going on? Jonas Rickert, guys, I haven't been paying attention. Jonas Rickert for Alpecin de Koenig is off the front. Let's take a look at what's going on here. They're only 3 seconds up the road apparently, but it's one rider. He's not attacking. He's just sitting off the front, guys. He might be going to a feed station. Sometimes you see riders just drift off the front a bit. They just want to be the first person into the feed points, which I don't see here yet. Don't forget, Jonas Rickert was the rider that went on that massive solo break with Mathieu van der Poel. Jonas pulled out, I think, 5, 7, 8 kilometers, and Mathieu went all the way. Got caught at the very end. He got caught, didn't he? Yeah, he got caught. I think he got caught with about 150 meters to go. So he's just kind of dangling off the front right now. There's nothing serious there. In fact, they're saying they're all back together. Okay, let's look here. Wow. So busy. Uncle and Maddie here. Thanks, Colin. Your enthusiasm is contagious. And even though I had a couple surgeries that restrict abilities, I've been encouraged to pull the mountain bike out for a ride. Expecting... Dude, exactly. Just get on your bike. That whole saying, use it or you lose it. I know on the days that I don't ride my bike, I feel worse. I get stiff. Things hurt. If I smash myself, I'll feel better the next day. I mean, I'll feel better in a good way. versus my back hurting or my hips hurting. Joey told me to make a video after this where I'll show you my bike setup. I'll show you my trainer. I can throw any of the apps on and show you how they work. Rubber legs are a good thing. Yeah, tier 512s. So they're going to be, they start the tour late on the final day to get it like an early evening finish. They do the celebrations and then it's fireworks time and everyone's, so they want it to get dark. They don't want to be waiting 8 hours. So it looks around 7:30 on the Champs Elysée. I think Paris time. See, to me, Paris is 7 hours ahead of me, but all the times from the race have came from Central Europe time. If someone knows the time zones there, let me know. They're giving me an 8-hour time change. I thought it was 7. Yeah, I'm assuming the roads are blocked everywhere. They said they talk a lot. Okay, I'm not sure who that's. Okay, that was from Chris, I think. Jay Taylor, it's really a promenade, isn't it? Not really a race. Dude, yes, usually 21 is, but these 4 ascents up the Category 4 climb, that's cobblestones. They don't usually do this. Usually it would just be like a high-speed sprint up the Champs Elysee. I think they're concerned with the rain. Leaders may fall down. So on the 4th passage through the Champs Elysee, I think they're going to declare the winner of the Tour de France. But that means there's other teams that can go racing. And someone has a good point here I'm seeing already. And that's exactly why they're doing it. So Learn To, just chiming in from Jesse here from Fresno, California. I heard on the podcast that one team hired a mathematician. Cheney. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm missing there. I got to figure that out. Everard here. Dude, you're the dude I'm talking about. Thanks for all your contributions to the channel. Probably UCI points available and needed by some riders team. Yeah, guys, there's UCI points for winning a stage. So if you win the entire Tour de France, you get 1,300 UCI points. Those points are rolling on a 52-week schedule. Teams get points. Nations gets points. I think if you win a stage at the Tour de France, from what I remember, it's 210 points. So it's the same as winning almost a sixth of the Tour, if that makes sense. So these points are important because very soon they'll be promoting teams and relegating teams out of the World Tour. So Evard, you called it totally on, dude. If Poggy wins Milan-San Remo and Paris-Roubaix, he'll be the best classics rider in history. He's already podiumed all the classic races. I think we still have one classic left, Il Lombardia. I think that's in October. And I think they call that the Race of the Fallen Leaves. I think that's the word it goes by. So I'll be covering that one. Yeah, right here. Correction. Can you elaborate on the team that hired a mathematician to factor in Watson to be able to get UCI points? Yeah, I don't know what that means. Drew Schaefer, I slept in that park. Okay, there's all sorts of stuff going on here, guys. I love it. I think it looks like we had a quick disconnection there, guys. I think we're back. So Drew, I think Drew's saying he slept in a park nearby here in 1995. Drew, was this shortly before Drew, it was you, I think, that said you got divorced in 96. Was there a reason for it? Paris looked to watch Indurain win his 5th. Oh, yeah, dude, I love it. Big Mig. My plane from London arrived after midnight. Wow. All that chaos towards the end of the race yesterday for like 20th place. Bike Terra, much appreciated, Jojo. No need, we're just happy that Bike Terra got some great coverage. Thank you, Bike Terra. Okay, catching up again, guys. It's just before 1800 in Geneva. I think France is in the same time as England, an hour closer to us. Yeah, just all the times they gave me have always been 8 hours. And I'm like, I thought Paris was 7 hours from Calgary. UK is 7 hours. I'm like, they got to be the same. Maybe not. There might be one of those crazy little dividing lines. Once they hit the Champs, it turns into a criterium. Jeff is asking if he wins. Did I win? Jeff, you've had some great comments this tour. Awesome comments. I'm going to show you guys what's going on here. So we're kind of getting to the racier segment now. Rickert is nowhere off the front now. He's back in the race. You can see here, 78 kilometers to go. So I think what's going to happen, probably a good time for a nature break. We're going to go into town. We're going to do our little trip through the museum. We're going to go back and forward down the Champs Elysée and these gardens 4 times. The 4th time through, they're going to say, that is the GC standings. Nothing's going to change. There's so many gaps. And if this was a traditional tour, no one would attack anyway. It's just a parade. The sprinters race for the finish. It's a big deal for the sprinters. But I think after we pass the 4th time through, that's where we're going to divert off. And then it's going to be a race for whoever wants to race at that point. Remember, there's 14 teams that haven't won a thing. So they're going to want to race. Traveling down the Seine right now. Yeah, a crit with a kicker in this one, that's for sure. Yeah, the rider's completely bunched up. Tier's saying it's 6 o'clock at night now. Okay, so Tier is in Paris. So Tier 0512, you asked the question, when would they finish? I just kind of thought UK here, France down below, they're on the same time zone. Obviously, they're not on the same time zone. I'm 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's 8 hours ahead. Okay, thank you for confirming that. Noon on the East Coast here. That's right, 2 hours ahead of me. Drew Schaefer. Yeah, there we go. I knew it, Drew. Drew said we had separated in 95, so I did a solo in Europe for 2 months. Sounds like a blast, dude. Sounds like a blast. Guys, I think what I'm going to do here, nature break, I might grab a glass of water. I've drank all the coffee upstairs, I think. I got a little bit left. I'll grab a quick water and I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out here. Okay, everyone, I am back. I've got the water here. I've got water and coffee. This is the final push, folks. This is the final push. It is very ceremonial right now at the tour, but there will be a race as well. There will. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to turn Bike Terror on for this. This is where I think they said it might. No, I think they said it'd still be good for a while. I want to see what happens when we get near those buildings. And right now it looks like, I think we're in a tunnel. I think we're in a tunnel there for a little bit. Yeah, why not just do this for a while, guys? Otherwise, you're just looking at the screen. I'm going to turn that on. Boom, do that. We are along the sides of the Seine there. That's the Seine River right there. We got this gigantic park here. I think we're going to be looping around that park on the other side. But I'm seeing, okay, this is where we're probably losing some data because of the lapse. I think that's what is happening. Yeah. So that's what's happening there. I'm just going to exit and see if I can re-trigger one last time. Here we go. Yeah, so it's because of the multiple laps, you guys. That's why that's doing that. And they did warn me this, so I'll just jump out of that for now. I think I'll be able to use it later, and it's got something to do with the laps. Okay, you can see where they are. Broom wagons fallen. No one's going to quit today, guys. We will be going through the museum real quick. Actually seeing that happening here. Really cool to see that. Let's get into the chat here. Almost 500 people watching. Slam the like button if you can, guys, just so other people find my channel. Maybe they can catch up on the Tour de France if they missed it. Maybe they want to join us for the Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift. Okay. FYI, I'm on a cell phone. YouTube kicks me out on your feed maybe 10 to 20 times every stage. Really? Only happens with your feed. Seems to be associated with the ads not playing correctly. Yeah, dude, I don't know. YouTube's in charge of all that. I have no idea why. Sorry, dude. But there, I just gave you some love hearts for hanging out with us every day. Thank you, Jay. Rolling along here, guys. Let's see what the average speed is right now. See if we can get any updates from the race. Okay, it's doing that funky thing again. Average speed right now still just under 36k an hour. So I think the race is going to take off after the fourth passage. I think we're just going to baby our way along, and then it's going to be an all-out war after that. Going to go down here, see what they got to say. Yeah, they're just talking about the teams here. Yeah, look at this here. Average speed, 16.2k an hour up a Category 4 climb. So they're barely moving. 700 meters, it is steep. There were some steep sections. They're just talking about all the teams here. The Tour is now officially in Paris. The Peloton enter Paris. Let's have a look at this. This is over on Twitter/X. I guess this is them officially coming in to the city of Paris. Jump back to the tracker up here. Peloton, 73 kilometers to the finish. So my feed is slightly delayed here. I can see them riding through the museum now. And because... Actually, I think it'll be okay once we get off the lapped loops. Where the loops are overlapping, it's making them go underground. But they're... I don't even know what this museum is. I should know it. They ride through right through the center of it. Through the courtyard areas. They've done this before. They have done this before. Is it the Louvre? I think it is the Louvre, isn't it? I'm at Le Louvre. Do you think I should wait for them for 1.5 hours? I didn't expect that. Just came out of the museum, lol. Dude, yeah, they're at the Louvre because it's got the pyramid thing. That's the Louvre, I guess. They're passing the pyramid thing through the courtyard. That's the Louvre, I believe. I have not been to France ever. Learn to saying Jay Taylor, I had the same issue for the last 3 times. I've been on the audience podcast. A glitch or something. Yeah, guys, I have no idea. That's YouTube being YouTube. Oh, Kelly Boy here saying the most corrupt competition in sport. Wow, you're there. It's history. Definitely can't wait. And watch if you can. So they're through the museum. They're now going to be going up the Champs Elysée. 4 passages of it. And I'm going to try to see if we can watch the lap of the race on Bike Terra over there. Or maybe we can see, I'll do this sideline. Oh, they're passing that golden horse thing. I've seen that before. So now we're getting into what would have been the traditional finish of the Tour de France right here. I think they did this circuit 9 times, though, without going up that hill over there to make it even harder. So I'm going to have a look at that over here, guys. Try to spectate this and see what happens. So again, it's got something to do with multiple circuits on here that they're trying to figure out. This looks pretty good to me, though. We're not going underground. We've got some big parks beside us. How does that correlate to that? Yeah, there's all parks here. UAE driving the front. I think we're going to see UAE just sit on the front till the 4th time around. So it's just going to be like a little ceremonial parade, and then I think we're going to see every team that hasn't won something, and perhaps some real feisty members from UAE, perhaps a Tim Wallens, go full all out. Tim Wellens, a Belgium rider, used to riding in adverse conditions on the cobbles. So I can see that all changing. So we just crossed the official finish line of the Tour. We got a sprint point up ahead that there might be some riders fighting for. I'm sure Jonathan Milan's going to probably move to the front here. If I look at the groups. So UAE's off the front. They're allowing UAE to ride off the front right now. Probably just a procession around. And this might have already been discussed beforehand. So the sprint point's coming up. Jonathan Milan knows Taddy can't take that away from him. So it's probably been agreed. You guys are right up front. We'll do the 4 laps and then it's race on. I think it's all going to change then. Okay, yeah, Troller Roller. Yeah, I see that too, dude. I'm just like, whatever, dude. Poggy has his hand up. Did he just flat? Dude, I'm looking at it. It looks like he's fine here right now. Poggy's riding with the 6 remaining members of UAE. The peloton is just slowly riding behind them, maybe 50 meters back. I think it might be, hey guys, why don't we do this year? Since you're going to win the Tour de France, you do the 4 laps, and then we're going to light it up. That's my guess. It's going to all change real quick. There's no way, let's say on the 4th passage, if they say, okay, GC wins, the other teams are not going to sit there and wait. Poggy will have to ride to the finish, though. I think that'll be a rule. It's going to be, okay, you are the winner. You still have to complete the course, though. Time changes can't affect anything now. Here's Ryder spraying water out of his bottle. Yeah, they want to win on the Champs Elysée. The sprinters will try to win. Still, unless someone makes a break soon and maintains it through the end, Poggy's got victory in the bag. Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure. Like, so we're going to see. Just from that one race radio, the way I read it, they will declare the winner after the 4th passage. After the 4th passage, we head out to take up that hill 3 times. And it's a serious little hill climb. It's right here. It's 1.1 kilometer at 6%. It's probably a lot steeper in places. It's a total classics finish tour race. They've never done this at the Tour de France in the modern era. Tier 0512 is saying they just passed. So I think Tier 0512 was at the Louvre. Tier, let us know if you were. Don Kong. Every sport's now using steroids. What do you mean the most rigged sport? Yeah, that's a good point, Don. Don, you're brand new here. I think you've been a lurker. Don has been lurking. He's finally dropping comments, and thanks for dropping in, Don. Tier saying, I'm just lucky. Maybe it's Tear. I'm just lucky to get stuck in the square. Dude, they'll be coming back and forward past there. I don't think they go through the museum again, but when they do the passage, they will be going around those gardens again. I'll try to show it to you here on the racetrack. So every time they come up and down the Champs Elysée, they'll come back around these gardens here. I don't know if they cut off here. I think they do cut off here. I think they'll probably be putting up barriers once they go around the first time to let them get out. And then they'll just loop this road a few times. We'll watch here on the tracker. We got one group, still the peloton. And what I'm seeing here, though, there's a Uno X rider trying to ride off the front right now. I think the race might be already on. The race might be already on. Now, this is slightly delayed. Video is live. I'm definitely seeing a rider off the front, but he's like 10 meters off the front. Huge string of riders behind him, so they're not waiting to go through the 4th time. Let me take a look at this here, the sprint point. Okay, so we've been through the sprint point once. If we go back to the map here, you can see it right now. Right here. We've been through the sprint point once. We would have passed it coming this way. You can see the broom wagon has passed it. That sprint point will be the 2nd time around on the 2nd passage. How am I figuring that out? I'm just looking at the profile here. So the 2nd time around, oh, it says right there, it's on the 3rd passage. 3rd time through is the sprint point for 20 points. But the race is already heating up. Oh, first sighting of Binyam Girmay. He's right beside Jonathan Milan, so Eritrean fans, rejoice. Mr. Team Simmons is now working the front, guys. Everyone's pushing hard off the front. A string of like 9-10 riders strung out. Peloton blob right there. So they don't want them to get away right now. Sprinters want a sprint. Okay, let me get back here. Lux is asking when they finish. I think the official finish is between 7:30 and 7:45 local Paris time. Dawn here. I have a feeling Jonas Abrahamsson goes for one last stage win. Dude, there was a Uno X rider just sitting on the front. Wow, so many questions. Is there a chance Vingegaard can win? No, dude, it's absolutely over. They're going to declare, from what I've seen on race radio, and that was just one race radio stream I saw, they said they're going to declare the winner of the GC after the fourth passage through, and then we go out into the dangerous Sketchyville up the Butte Mont Martre. They're full gas racing right now. Decathlon rider going on the front with a Visma rider based on the helmet. That's Victor Campenaerts chasing after him. Bruno Amaril on the front. This dude's a French rider. He's trying to get away. The peloton looks like it's like half a kilometer long right now. They look back. They sit up. Okay, that break didn't work. That's going to just keep happening over and over right now. Don, I like your comment here. There was a Uno X rider. I can see him going again here soon. Don saying swimming, running, weightlifting. Many are using drugs too. Yeah, they all are. Trigger too. The riders took a lot of different than they did 10 years ago. I think they're cracked down on steroids at least very well now. They're trying to set up a break right now, guys. It's trying to go. They keep attacking. Right now, I'm seeing a 10-second gap, so someone's got away. I think it's Alexis Renard here for Cofidis. Cofidis has not won anything this tour. So he's off the front. He's got riders chasing him. Like the front end of the peloton is very strung out. Probably like 10, 20 riders long. I'm seeing an Alpecin rider there. Another Uno X rider. Another Decathlon rider. They're just hoping for a little break to get away. Remember, these guys here will have no impact on the GC classification. This rider here in 145th place is 5 hours and 34 minutes down on Pogacar. We've got Pascal Ackermann out the back, 42 seconds back, probably a mechanical. Just waiting to hear something here if there was a crash. I don't think there's a crash, just a short little gap there. So probably just going back to the car quickly. Let's keep watching this. Riders will be trying. There's Ben Healy trying to go. Someone asked about Ben earlier today. They brought him back already. They're not allowing it to go. They don't want it to go too soon. Okay. Peloton's got them all back, guys. Take a look at the map again. Who are we seeing here? Okay, that was just refreshing itself. Here's the peloton, all back together, 160 riders here, coming through the second passage of the sprint point. The next time around, it's going to be insane. Sprinters want to get their sprint points. Fourth time around, the GC will be declared, but the race will still be on for the stage win. Watching here right now, Uno X rider on the front. Looks like an Alpecin rider on the right-hand side of the road here. Still trying to establish something again off the front. Let's get this live here. And jumping back in. The bike looks very different from 10 years ago. Yeah, they're totally different bikes. Yeah, Julie Caesar. Yeah, it's all cobbled through here too. It's not like Paris-Roubaix cobbles, but it would still be very rough when you're riding. Probably very noisy as well. James here is asking, James K, welcome aboard, dude. They got the French, probably like acrobatics flight team above, flying over the Champs Elysée right now. Looks like 7 jets, blue, white, and red there flying. Yeah, flying right over the Champs. That would be awesome to see that. I think they need to do a lower pass. Top Gun pass, real low. Yeah, so definitely bumpy through there. Drew's saying here 68 kilometers to go. Is that what we got left? Let me have a look. 62 kilometers to go. Yeah, it's probably like an hour and a half. Remember, we're doing 3 climbs there. The best part of the race is still coming, guys. Best part of the race is still coming. They start late, James, just for the ceremony. We've got a rider off the back here. Kind of looking like Ben O'Connor. It is Ben O'Connor. It looks like he's having a mechanical right now. I think he's got a puncture. I guess his tire sealant didn't work. Flipping around the Champs Elysée. I think the next time up, they're going to sprint. And the time after that, I think, is for GC. With the race still continuing. We're going to see how that plays out. I'm just going to see something on screen that tells me that. So they're now coming back through to do the next time around. They'll be sprinting here, and this is showing a rider off the front. Yeah, 4 riders off the front, guys. Butrago, Izagirre. Here's Jonas Abrahamsson, 71st overall, has already won a stage at the Tour de France. Marco Haller, Askey, and Drisners for Lotto. So we got 6 riders off the front. They are saying it's currently 6 seconds, so they can bring this back anytime they want. I'm sure Jonathan Milan wants a sprint win. Yeah, starting late because they want to do the podiums at the end, do the fireworks, all that kind of stuff. Jeff's thinking Quinn might try to sneak a win. Possibly. So yeah, you can see their gap here. Looks like there's more of them now here. I'm actually seeing 8 riders in the group now. Let's just check this again. They're saying 7 here. So someone's probably just bridging on. Pithy got up there. I think he's New Zealander. He is a New Zealand rider. I did remember that for Red Bull. So a lot of these riders are going to be like, guys, just get up there. Have fun today. Do your race. As long as we're safe, especially once we're through this 4th passage they're talking about. And again, as soon as I see it on screen, I'll let you know that GC's confirmed. The real race will be on then. No time for croissant right now. Upgrade your mind. What do you think the future of Quinn as a G? I think he's more of like a classics rider, like a one-day type rider. I've seen it over at the women's racing. There's some incredible sprinters over there. Lorena Vibis. Everyone's like, oh, she's going to win again. She's going to win again. But she doesn't place high in the GC. Such a powerful sprinter. She's got shoulders bigger than mine. Deadly on the bike. I can spot her from a mile away now after watching her for 2 days. So distinctive how she rides. Kind of like Ben Healy. A lot of the racing day will be just for camera time for the sponsors. Yep. Until we go up into that hill, then the real race will be on. I think this race finish will be a lot more exciting than the past. Let's just hope no one crashes, because then it's going to be a, I told you you made it too dangerous. Learn to here. Jonathan Vaughters, director of EF Education, launched 25 years ago by raising 55 grand for junior development team. Now look at them. We have only 3 Americans on the tour. What an example. Okay, I'm not sure what we're saying there. Lux here. I'm eating pizza right now. Lux is eating pizza right now, everyone. Breaking news. Dude, I wish I had some pizza right now. We got a Tudor rider falling off the back here. Michael Storer. 42nd overall, Australian rider. Going to move on some more here. Indeed, sprinters want to sprint. This is Julius Caesar. Edwin Fanillo here. Guys, Edwin, they're just doing the final sprint section here. I'm going to take a look at the live tracking and just so you can see where they are on course. I think I'll try to pull this up in the background here. And if it looks decent, yeah, it's the laps. So Bike Terror warned me. They said this might be troubles because the multiple laps. So I won't be using Bike Terror here. We'll get back to this point. What do we got going on here? So first place, we got 2 riders left up front. It's Nielsen Powless for EF. Butrago, 3rd rider popped in. Magnus Cort Nielsen. This seems like his kind of stage. He's been very quiet this Tour de France. Here's our peloton, 156 riders. We got 1 rider way off the back here, Michael Storer. So he was having problems back there. It looked like he was keep reaching into his jersey. I don't know if he was having problems with his radio. I would have just thrown the radio out. I think this is our 4th time around now. Sorry, 3rd time around. So this time it'll be full gas for the sprint finish here. And yeah, you could see the 3 riders up front here. The peloton is chasing very, very fast now. Let's keep an eye on this. Where's Jonathan Milan here? He doesn't need to win the sprint, but sprinters want to sprint, just like Julius Caesar said. Julius Caesar, dude. Indeed. Sprinters want to sprint. Climbers want to climb. Cheaters want to get away with it. Floors want to laminate. Dude, I love that comment. Daniel Rear Wheel Ben O'Connor. I did see that. He's back in there now. Just one rider off the back now. Coming up to the finish now. This should be for the sprinters here. I'll tell you what I see over at this point. I'm going to call it how I see it. I don't want to see what's going on over here. It looks like Nielsen Paulus is still on the front here. Yeah, it's split up. There's actually 3 riders in the front group. I think they've been caught now on that feed over there. Yeah, with 400 meters to go. What are they going to do here? Is anyone really going to contest this? I think this is the sprint point now. Poggy's at the front. I see Jonathan up there, but he's nowhere near contesting the sprint point yet. Poggy's still sitting in about 5th or 6th place. Remember, they still got to get one more full lap done, and that's when I think the GC gets declared this time around. So they're through the sprint point. Nothing really happened there, guys. Yeah, and you can see here they're through the sprint point as well. So pretty chill through there. We're going to see who actually got that sprint point there. Takes a while for it to pop up. They gave it to Jonathan Milan. Okay, Jonathan Milan, Jonas Abramson still fighting it out for points over here. Last 4th time through across the checkered flag here, they're going to declare GC win. At least that's how I'm understanding it. Just going to watch the replay here of the sprint. Jonathan Milan is in 3rd place here. I want to see how aggressive he takes a sprint on at. Maybe I can give you some speeds. I can see Jonas Abramson coming up on the far side. Uno X Rider and Jonathan Milan, they're side by side going across the finish line here. Under 50k an hour, so it was just like a ceremonial sprint, I guess. Jonathan Milan gets it. 5th time around, we're going to do GC action here. Okay. Yeah, okay, so cobbles are slippery even when they're dry, that's right. The ground is wet, guys. The ground is wet. Sportsman Philly 22, welcome aboard, dude. How do you rate Milan's chances of winning? We are running a Tour de France fantasy leading amongst friends. There is sprint points at the end. Check this out, guys. As soon as we did that sprint, it looks like Quinn Simmons is off the front here. That's what I'm seeing here right now. He did put an attack. Let's see if the peloton let him get away. No, they're not. He's got like, a half-second lead. Just waiting to see what the peloton's going to do. If I come back here again now. Yeah, so they've actually passed the Champs Elysée. I'm watching the replay of it there. He's maybe 1 second off the front. So my understanding is we're going to go back through the gardens again. One more times at the Champs Elysée. They declare the GC. This is brand new this year. They don't usually go up off the road here and take on a climb 3 times on the last stage. So I think they're going to declare the GC here, and because of concerns about the cobbles, the climb, the narrowness of the roads, the wetness on the ground, I think they don't want people crashing up there and hurting the GC overall, but the stage is still open for victory. There will still be UCI points. Romain Gregor calling for a wheel right now. His team is right there. Moving faster now. The last place you want to have a flat wheel is right here. I mean, these guys are bombing along at 50, 60k an hour through here. Ground is wet. Looks like Quinn did manage to pull out a bit. Yeah, he's pulling out a bit here right now. I'm seeing it live now. Again, these numbers change. There is a leading group. Quinn Simmons and Leipowitz. Leipowitz is doing something here. Why would he be here? Why would his team say, yeah, dude, go for it? Let's take a look here, guys. I'm going to go to the rankings. Nothing can change in the standings. Got the brightness going on again. We're going to go to general rankings after stage 20. General rankings. So Leipowitz has decided to go racing. Leipowitz is in 3rd overall. That's definitely him. He has a 1 minute 3 second lead over Only. Well, if there was one battle to be determined still on this Tour de France, it's that one right there. That minute and 3 second gap between third and fourth place. The other gaps are too big. You can see here, 4 minute gap between 9th and 10th, 3 minute gap, 3 minute gap. Here's a 2.5 minute gap. Okay, Kevin Vauquelin and Johansson there. But that gap is, it's close enough that they might want to race for it. So maybe Lipowitz is just thinking, I'm going to get up the road and try to get some more time. But yeah, he's on. Quinn Simmons is pulling Lipowitz away from the peloton right now, out to 8 seconds. To the main peloton, 156 riders. Backing up, we've got Lutsenko back here with Ben Thomas from Cofidis. Awesome. And we're going to see this final. Michael Storer still riding. He'll be riding by himself. Okay, that's those guys. So Storer's gotten back on somewhere. These two are actually quite a ways back here at the Champs Elysée. They're not. Yeah, they are moving. Aha, take a look at this here. See this? They don't go back through the museum. They come across here. They cut across now. I bet you there'll be barricades put up because they're going to go out into the countryside. And I think they come by here one more time and finish down the Champs Elysée countryside. What I meant by that was they do the 3 ascents up this route. They will still go down the Champs Elysées one more time. So Group 1 here will continue forward, go left, past the Champs Elysées one last time. And then, yeah, I guess, yeah, again, I'm still kind of wondering why Lipowitz is up here, because if they declare the GC here, well, maybe he's just, yeah, I guess they can't change the GC after they pass through here. It'll be purely for a stage win. But he's putting in a huge effort to maybe cross the finish line and say, yeah, Oscar only, you can't catch me now. I thought maybe later there'd be a chance, but no, it's going to end right here. I'll be watching the screen closely over here to see what they tell me. Someone's going to bet on Jasper Stuyven today to win. That's a possibility. Mike Sagerman here. Lux is saying they're kind of worried now. Philly, I figured the odds were 50-50. Frank Zappa, is that what it is? Okay, so yeah, they were sprinting. So the sprint point's already done. Yeah, dude, if I see a team radio, I think this was learned 2 years. If I see a team radio, I will give it to you. I try that every time. Dawn's honored to have Julius Caesar in the chat. Quinn is, yeah. So guys, Quinn and Lipowitz are out front. I'm just watching here to see what they're going to say. I'm expecting team radio to say to like Poggy, congratulations, you've won the Tour. And then the race will really heat up. Yeah, so Jonathan Milan got first at the sprint. Abrahamson second. That guy's awesome. Binyam got third. Anthony Churgis got fourth. We had Rex up there. Matteo Jorgensen was seventh, who went on a break. Tim Wellens. Poggy was up there for 4 points. Okay, so Lipowitz and Quinn have passed through the checkered flag at the end. I'm still waiting to see something here about the GC classification. Might pop up when Taddy comes through. Taddy's sitting right on Tim Wellens' wheel. Yeah, Marcy G here, talking about Michael Storer off the back. I think he's back on now. Daniel Kauf, Mechanical, Israel Premier Tech, Lipowitz, Quinn Simmons. Yeah, they're off the front right now. Still off the front. So I'm just watching. I'm just watching now, guys. I want to see them say, congratulations, Taddy, you won. Everyone was freaking out about the stage, especially if it's wet. Sprinters are upset that they don't get to have a proper sprint. GC guys are upset that you're making the last stage too dangerous. So just kind of hanging out here, seeing what kind of race feed they're going to give us. So they're through that point now. I would expect to see something. Okay, 4th time on the line. Simmons and Lipowitz are 10 seconds ahead. The times for the overall leadings are established now. There are 50 kilometers to go today. Okay, so they're saying... Okay, let's wait for something else here to come through before I confirm it. That was 1 minute ago. They're saying the times are established for the overall standings, but there's still a race to go. I think it's going to get insane now. 11-second lead. Quinn Simmons is not going to let off. Can he time trial away for 49 kilometers? Yes, he could. Especially if he has Lipowitz with him. Maybe that's what Lipowitz is thinking. Man, I got my 3rd place overall. Now I'm going for a stage win. Pogacar drifted far back now. He's probably 40th or 50th place in the peloton. I think we're going to see other teams coming up now, trying to get in this breakaway effort, trying to bridge up. Swoosh Kid saying, be careful, Lipo. I say so too. Janet Williams is laughing about something here. Okay, did Jonas finally make his slide Drexler? This guy's always got the comments. Did Jonas finally make his move? It's coming now, bro. It's coming now. He's going to pull back 5 minutes in 1 lap. Guys, I think the top GC is confirmed now. I haven't gotten word here anywhere in the feed that congratulations to Taddy, that kind of thing, but I'm hoping to see that here soon. Yeah, Don Kong saying, yeah, Remco won. 1st place overall Tour de France. No, Scatty. Remco was out on... What stage was he out on? I think he was out after the Paragoudes. No, he abandoned on the Tourmaline. That's when he abandoned. Stars and Stripes, baby. Yeah, love that jersey. Love that jersey. Julius says there should not be special rules for the GC. Just my opinion. Yeah, I think this year, this is what we're going to see going forward. Because I'm sure Tour de France, whoever does the broadcasting, knows that viewership is probably majorly down on the final day because you already know who's won. They're not really racing. It's just a sprint for the finish. I see hearts going off everywhere. Who wants some hearts? We're getting lots of hearts going off here, folks. There's a bunch from me. They want to get more viewership on the last day. They don't want to have like 10% of the people watching, so they need to make a race out of it. And that's what they've done. And, you know, to counter the fact that they think it's too dangerous, they don't want guys losing the GC on the very last day, they're declaring the GC earlier in the race, but it's still a race to the finish. Let me catch up here, guys. I'm going to keep it close on. 12-second lead. I mean, they could pull that back anytime they want. And I want to see which way they're going now. So are they going to turn right here? So here's Lipowitz and Simmons. I think they're going to do 1 lap of the park. Let's see if they hang a right or a left here. And then they're going to go around the park, do the shortcut through there, hang a hard right, head out to the hills. So they're heading out now. This is where it's going to get hard, guys. This is where it's going to get really hard. I think the peloton's going to blow apart. Mondial Network. How many tours do you think Poggy... Oh, something's going on back there, guys. Not sure what I saw there. How many tours do you think Poggy will win? I guess it depends how much longer he wants to keep going. He's only 26 years old. I know he looks very tired and almost kind of fed up with the Tour de France right now. Probably fed up with the interviews. I don't think he handles that stuff well at all. He's exhausted. Give him a couple days off. He'll be ready to race again. So I thought I saw someone down on the back there out of the corner of my eye. Wout is somewhere in the pack. There's a giant peloton cruising along. I think we're going to see Wout van Aert jump out of this pack at some point here and do something for Visma. He's the perfect guy to do it. Learn to here. Good point, dude. Keep in mind that various placing is worth a UCI point. It's my understanding the team must have a certain amount of overall use points in order to qualify for the Tour de France. I could be wrong. Ooh, Intermarché rider. Just saw something again flash out of my eye there as well. I don't know if he was crashing or not. Right beside the motorbike, in fact. See if we get some of that. Let me just run through the feed here. I'm going to get back to Learn To in a second here, their point. Mechanical for Muse, Jordy Muse. Ooh, look at this. Guys, look at this image here. This is what they're going to be climbing up. This is why people are freaking out. Look how narrow this road looks. It's all cobbled. All cobbled coming through here. Fans are cheering for, it looks like Kevin Vauquelin. I think they're saying something about collecting beat-ons here. Love it. It's going to be crazy coming up. Florian Lipowitz goes with Quinn Simmons. They're working well together. Gained an 11-second gap. I think it's bigger than that now. They still haven't said anything about congratulations to Taddy, so I'm just going under the impression from one race radio feed that I heard. It's lighting up, folks. Yeah, so they need UCI points. You need to be a World Tour team. There's only 18, and they work on a promotion relegation system. So 18 World Tour teams. Next step down is Pro Series. A Pro Series team, as an example, is UNOX. That's why I keep saying the big winners of this Tour de France is UNOX, because they're a Pro Series team, and they have a rider 6th place overall at the Tour. That's huge. They've won a stage at the Tour. There's UCI points for all that. The end of this year, they do the promotion and the relegation. What do you get for being a World Tour team? You get entry to every World Tour events. If you're not a World Tour team, you're waiting for a wild card. Those of you that follow cycling, you can see that Thomas Pidcock's not here. Where is he? He races for Q36.5, which is a Pro Series team. They did not get a wild card to the Tour de France. We're going to see him next month, though. They've got a wild card for the Vuelta for sure. So good point. These guys are racing for UCI points now. There's individual UCI points, there's team UCI points, and nation UCI points. It all gets ranked. You can spend a lot of time digging into that. Yellow Quantum here saying Remco the next Merckx. Dude, he's got to win some. He's got to win the Tour de France. He's got to win the Giro. I really like Remco. Actually, something just flashed up yesterday where it showed Remco go flying over that bridge. Looked like he was down like, I don't know, 30 feet down, curled up in a ball at the bottom. I think a lot of people forgot about that. Edwin's asking, where's Poggy now? Dude, he's right in the peloton. And from what I'm seeing here now, the Quinn Simmons-Leipowitz break has been pulled back. They're all back together. We'll look at the map here and see where they're at. So they're heading out now, guys. This might be a good time to try it. Maybe I can do it on the first time around. We might be able to do it here. I'm going to try it here because we're on the first lap of this circuit. And I was warned by Bike Terra that this may not work well on the laps. But we're going to do it, guys. We're going to do it. We're going to give it a shot. Hopefully this works. Looks got some weird pop in here. Just trying to figure things out. I don't know if it's working correctly or not here. And I hate to show things when they're not working correctly. Like up ahead, I can see it's not. Yeah, it's popping around here, guys. I'll try it a little bit longer. So we're wedged in between these all these buildings here. And it's exactly what I'm seeing on screen. A road with a kind of like a boulevard on either side. Lots of trees and grass areas. But this speed doesn't seem right to me here. So I'm going to jump out of here right now. We'll jump back and see what we're seeing over here. We'll try that again in a little bit. Everyone's still together, guys. Did I just move that? Hopefully I didn't move that. Fixing that up. Jumping back here. See if I can get zoomed in any more. So this is our first descent up this Category 4 climb. It is 1.1 kilometers at 5.9% average gradient. It's a lot steeper in places. So they're going to do this loop 3 full times. And then I think they do one final rush down the Champs Elysée for one final sprint. Let's see if any of the sprinters are even anywhere near left by. I think we got a Tudor rider on the front here. Tudor is at the front. Quarter of a second off the front. Peloton completely strung out here. It's wet. Just the roads are just damp at this point. So they're probably lucky it's dried out. I actually did see Taddy there. It looks like he's about 40th or 50th back. And, okay, did I actually not turn? Okay, that is back to there. So, yeah, it's because, and again, guys, Bike Terra warned me yesterday. They haven't got this figured out yet. It's the multiple loops around. It doesn't build the track very well in there for some reason. That's the best way I can explain it right now. Yeah, the final loop around is going to be good. No one in the breakaway now, but the break is trying to establish up front here. They're all going to be pushing to be in the break. Guys want to win the final stage of the Tour de France. They know it's going to be hard on the sprinters. And this hill, guys, sits way up above the rest of Paris. Way up above. Still here, I'm seeing Taddy. He's probably in 30th place back there. He wants to stay safe at the front. I can see the Visma riders at the front right now too. They don't want to get caught up in any crashes going up the climb because it's super narrow. If you get caught there, you could fall way behind. And again, probably another reason why they said we're going to call it back there, which I still have no evidence for. Let me bounce back here. Two-door drive the bunch. We've seen that. Milan got the sprint. Nothing about the overall right now. So we're just going to stick here. Again, the break has not gotten away. Two-door is strong on the front. Visma's up there. Binyam Girmay is there as well. Binyam wants to get over these sprints to take the final sprint victory. He's going to have to do it 3 times in total. He's hoping Jonathan Milan falls off the back so he can have a final victory. If Binyam Girmay wins the stage today, it totally redeems Intermarche's tour because so far they don't have a lot to show for it. And that's the same as all the other teams. And guys, I didn't even see this. So for some reason, I missed this altogether. We got Julian Alaphilippe. Someone asked who's in the break. Oh, I didn't know we had a break. Been too busy messing around with Bike Terror there. We got Julian Alaphilippe and Arnaud Delis up front. 40 kilometers to go. And they have a 12-second gap. Julian Alaphilippe, yeah, champion. Arnaud Delis struggled a few days ago. Looks like he wants to redeem himself as well. What'd they call him? The Bull of Le Charette. I got to look up where Le Charette is now. I'll hit the chat again, guys. I'm actually seeing the attack on the replay here of Julian attacking. So right now, so this attack just went. This was an aggressive attack. I'm watching 39.9 kilometers. I've got 39.6 kilometers here remaining from the tour. So they just went off the front in a 9% section. All cobbles. The road is maybe 1.5 cars wide. It actually narrows down even more. So they've just done that attack and got a big lead. And here we go. Riders are coming up already. Now, is Poggy really up there? It says Poggy has joined him. I think Poggy's just leading the group of the peloton chasing. But we're going to see riders splinter out the back here. Wout van Aert showing up, guys. Here he is. Tunison here for Astana. Alaphilippe up there. I think Poggy's just staying safe. Jonas is with him. So they're actually racing. They are actually racing right now. So Jonas decided to go with Poggy. Wout van Aert's there as well. The street here is so narrow. That's like one car could drive down it in one direction. I would not want to drive in this part of the world. Ever. Let's just jump back to the map so you can understand what's going on. We're looping around this gigantic church that's here. So yeah, fantastic. Tons of people sitting there. Let me just jump back to the chat. See if I can figure this out. Dawn, yeah, yellow jersey, Poggy. The rest of the jersey, no one cares. Well, if you get the green jersey, you probably won a lot of stages, and those green jersey points are important because they equate to UCI points for your team. Julius Caesar. Okay, let's go back to sports and Philly. Girmay is not trying hard enough. Look at the dog. The dogged mentality of Healy, Simmons, and Abramson make every day. Girmay is here in this very front group. He's trying to get away. I'm waiting for this to refresh. Like, I'm not sure why these guys are so far back here, 154 riders. I'm going to give this a manual refresh here, guys. It says they're still climbing, which they are still climbing. So there's a gap forming right away. 6 riders up front. Wow, I would never have thought this. We got Pogacar at the front, Alaphilippe, Berkmos, Van Aert. Jonas was there before. Arnaud Delis, David Ballerini, Tobias Lund Anderson for Team Picnic Post NL. So he's been given free reign to go today as well. His team leader, Oscar Only, 4th place overall at the Tour de France. I'm seeing a Uno X rider there coming on now. Who is the Uno X rider? Definitely, actually, Pogacar is sitting on the very front right now. He is leading the entire Tour de France. He probably just wants to put this thing to bed, guys. Wout's on his wheel. Arnaud Delis there. Wow, I can't believe he's up front. I wonder what his team's saying to him. I bet you they're... who knows? I know in the past, they used to always say Poggy was kind of reckless. He would attack all the time, and they didn't like it. Yeah, he wants to race. Julie's here saying the sprinters don't want to lose the GC early because of the mountain stages. Okay. Is Vout still in the peloton? No, Scatty. Vout is in the front breakaway group. There's 7 riders there now. Actually, they're saying it's all coming back together. I can see them coming down the hill now. Coming back down the hill. Here's Alaphilippe on the attack. So Alaphilippe lit it all up. Peloton's gaining back on them coming downhill. Let's see which way they're going to go. So they're now coming back out. I'm wondering... Yeah, we're going to have to watch this to see which way they go. So Poggy is in the front group. It says Kevin Vauquelin's there too. There's 19 riders now. I would expect more to be piling in right away. There's just a stream of riders coming down this gradual downhill all behind them here. It's going to start growing in size again. Vout's on the front. Poggy's there. Looks like we got attack now here. I think this is an Astana rider trying to get off the front. From that 19 riders that are being rapidly pursued by the remaining peloton of 141 riders. So Astana trying to get something out of this. Some super sketchy corners here. It's still wet on the ground. Astana going, and I think that's a Bahrain victorious rider. Victor Campenarts is trying to bridge up to them. Poggy's left maybe a bike or two long, but he's quickly on them here. I'm going to try to now. Guys, my eyes are getting sore. I honestly think I need sunglasses doing this. Someone was saying Merlier was the European champion. I want to read that, and then I saw another comment about Vibes. Oh, wow. So busy, guys. Love it. Thanks for everyone being here today. Really appreciate everyone watching the channel over the last little while. Merlier is the Euro Champs jersey, almost as big as Vibes. Yeah. Yeah. Check out Lorena Vibes. Like I said yesterday, I'm like, did she come from a swimming background? Just that build in her shoulders. CB saying Poggy will win 8 TDFs. Yeah, he could. He's young enough to do it. Mr. DiBiase's back. We have one more question today. Why do they have the best road bike riders in the world and make them ride on cobbles? It's a hazard and leaves a lot of chance. Dude, it's just tradition. I mean, even the Champs Elysée, it's cobbles. These aren't like Paris-Roubaix cobbles. It's not like the cobbles in northern France, Belgium. They're kind of like laid-in cobbles. Kind of almost like brickwork. But yeah, very rough still. And in the wet, they'll be even slipperier. Mel here's wondering why they don't make a bike with square wheels. I guess too, the cobblers, some guys are better at riding cobbles. And so it's a predominantly a European sport, especially the Tour de France, the event itself. Poggy is leading the way, guys. He's in the front group right now. Unbelievable. There's 20 riders here. Campenarts, okay, they just changed it all out of me. They have an 8-second lead over the peloton. That'll all come back, I think. I think Poggy just wants to sit on the front, have no one ahead of him, so no one can crash in front of him and get to the finish line. Tom Boone, yeah, dude, I see this too. I would have liked to see only make a hard push to pass Lipowitz. It's like 1 minute and 3 seconds. Would have been, yeah. Today, that was the number one battle for me too. I talked about it earlier. I mean, I would have been like, let's go for it. Let's go. Let's get a war going. But they did kind of limit it with that fourth passage through, if that's really happening. They still haven't said anything here. Ooh, Matty McHorrick's here. Hasn't done a lot this year's tour. I'd love to see him win. And Tranchon's attacking for decathlon right now. But again, it's just one rider up going off the front, 19 bringing him back. Another one goes and they bring him back. Thinking that break has developed. I am seeing a split here now. So Bastien Tranchon for decathlon AG2R Le Mondial is off the front by 4 or 5 seconds. Again, the road's still damp here, guys. Poggy does need to stay upright. They do have a big group. Actually, you know, the groups behind are all over the place right now. They're not showing it correctly on the tour tracker here. Not at all. So 1 and 2 are going to be Tranchon and the 19 riders chasing. And then there's like a group here, 3. This is Florian Lipowitz. There's multiple groups when you look all the way down the Champs Elysée right now of like 30 and 40 riders. And It is looks like it's raining quite hard right now too. So the next time up the climb could be pretty hairy. 33 kilometers to go. Let's get it, folks. Let's get it. We're just going to stick there for now. Hang out in the chat for a second. Yeah, so Tom, I would have loved to have seen that happen too. Wout is still in the first group. Perry Ponch are there. Oh, the brothers are there together. Different teams, but Orion Perry Ponch and Valentin Perry Ponch. Wout van Aert is in the very front group. There's one. Okay, here's 28 riders. Now it's all came back together. They've caught that rider, Tranchon, that went up front. Counterattack by a X rider here. Probably going to be Tobias, I think is his name. Let's see. I'll tell you who it's going to be. Where is the X rider? Oh, Abrahamson. Yeah, this guy has done so much this tour. Remember, guys, the coolest thing about this dude, he became a better cyclist as a pro after he said he put on 20 kilograms of body weight. Before he was too skinny. 20 kilograms seems like a lot. I'm like, are you sure it's not 20 pounds? But they keep repeating 20 kilograms. That's 44 pounds. Aaron Barou's up here. Champoussin. Caden Grove's back in the mix. He's got some confidence from yesterday. Matteo Trentin. Biniam Girmay is in that group, guys. I knew it. Biniam's trying to get away from the other big sprinters. He doesn't want to be anywhere near Milan to try to contest this final win. The ground is absolutely soaking. You can see puddles forming. The cameras I'm looking at are all clouded in and covered in rain. Everyone needs to be really careful now. Yeah, guys, fantastic. If you like what you're seeing, just quickly take the time to hit that little thumbs up button over there so I can keep doing this going forward. Joey Jojo runs a tight ship around here. Wants me to do well. I got to catch up, guys. Yeah, the Montmartre Hill. Yeah, dude, really appreciate your efforts here too, man. Thanks for everyone being here. Someone here, great comment. Yellow Quantum, I love this comment. 39 kilometers is an eternity of possibilities. I absolutely love that comment, dude. You're so right. Looking now, though, we got 30.3 kilometers. So in that 39 kilometers, we've seen 28 riders take off on the front. Poggy's up there. I don't see Jonas. Wout van Aert's up there. Biniam Girmay's in that group. 28 riders going hard here, folks. I'm not even seeing all the wrestlers. We've only got a group behind them of 22. Obviously, there's a lot more riders out there. I'm going to give this a refresh because there's going to be other groups out there. 28 up front, 35 in the second group. We still have another 100 riders floating around on the course somewhere. They're probably all in that second group. Michael Sagerman, expect the second ascent will break the field into subgroups and the third will be final selection. Yep. And it looks like Poggy wants to be in that final selection. He probably just wants to win, like, I'll give it a shot in the final. He doesn't have to sprint against Jonathan Milan. Don here's wondering how much the second and third tier riders earn per tour. Probably still pretty good. Someone mentioned earlier today that Isaac Del Toro for UAE, who could be the future of UAE, he makes 800,000 euros a year. So a fraction of what Taddy makes. I think someone said too that Taddy is, I think he's on 8 million euros per year. I think that's the number I remember. So many funny comments here. Jamie's hoping Jonas can win at least one stage. It won't be this one, Jamie, unfortunately. Jonas is in a group further behind. Again, sketchy. Yeah, they do take a hard corner. So they did set up barricades. Let's just have a look at that again. Yeah, so here's the yellow jersey group. They're going to hang a hard left here right now. They don't continue on down there. They got barricades set up. And I'm watching a bit of a replay here. There's 3 riders trying to get away from Poggy right now. I'm sure he's going to pull that all back. So now they start the ascent again. It's probably going to splinter and fracture again before our eyes. So Jonas will not win his stages here. Yellow Quantum says, I've had it with Jonas. And then he puts simp. I love it. Time for Poggy to show them what... Okay, Jeff, what Epo can really do. Sand here, neutralized stage, so no chance for only. Yeah, my understanding is that when we went through the fourth passage of the Champs Elysée through the finish, they've kind of said that's it for the overall classification, but there's still a stage victory for anyone out there. It won't affect the overall standings though. Yeah, someone's saying here, EPO is 20 years ago, don't be that guy. Poggy, definitely good for at least probably 2, 3, 4 more if he wants. Yeah, dude, they're climbing and descending on cobbles. And it is raining again too. Right, Jeff's got it here. Jeff's saying, yeah, I thought it was 4 or 5 groups. Jeff's confirming here for me. There's 4 groups today. They're not being shown. They're not even being shown on the tracker. They're only showing 2 groups overall, with that being 63 riders. Well, there's about 160 riders in the race. I don't know where they've gone. Bahrain victorious, pushing on the front. That front group is just like a total Watts fest, guys. If you look at the jersey here, it's a Watts fest. Constant rotation through, constant attacking. Poggy just sitting there in 4th, 5th place, waiting for the next descent up the hill here. Let's get back to this here. This might be able to show it to you better. And this is where we knew, I was warned, I think I was warned 2 days ago that it may not work well on the tracker here. Sorry, Bike Terra. Because of the multiple loops up. So otherwise, I'd be definitely showing this to you. I'll try again. See if we can get anything going here. That's going to make sense. We do have the spectating group, their lead group. And we do have, yeah, they're only showing 2 groups. They're getting all the data from the Tour de France. So for some reason, we're not seeing any of the data from the rear group. And I should say groups. Okay, going up through the buildings here. Yeah, I can see it pretty good, actually. I'm going to wait and see until what we go back on. We're going to hang a hard right here. I'm actually on Bike Terra right now. And they do hang a hard right. The roads are overlapping, so I think that's from the circuits. If anyone jumps off, I'll jump in there to show you that. What's the race feed saying here? 27 riders in the lead group. I think it's 28. Yeah. Here's the rain. It was absolutely pouring on the Champs Elysée, and I'm watching the lines riders are taking on the course. Very sketchy. One wrong turn on one piece of pavement with that one little white line, look, you know, like a pedestrian crossing, your tour could be on the ground real quick. Yeah, they're taking these corners at sub 25k an hour. But wow, 28 riders here because they did catch Tronchon, so the 27 caught them. Yeah, it's absolutely pouring here. And the live tracker is completely out because there's multiple groups out there. You can see back here, it's saying the second group is still on the Champs Elysée. And there's a third group chasing them of 97 riders. I guess someone here in the front group, a Bahrain rider, just getting through the traffic furniture, almost skims into the barriers, trying to get out front. I'm guessing, yeah, did you see they just jumped? They did just jump here. So this is reality now, not what we were seeing before. I guess, I don't know if the weather affects the transponders or not. Yeah, Uncle Matty here. Poggy in the lead. I was hoping he would go for the win. My lord, was my bike in need of love? Everything needs adjustments. Flats, derailleur, upside down, and chain twisted. Shaking my head. Dude, yeah, you got to do your maintenance. Rain is slowing down the whole show. Where's Jonas? Jonas is in that group of like 97 riders. Yeah, this would be terrifying riding here. I mean, it's basically a skating rink right now. What's really cool too is Binyam is with Poggy here. Binyam, like I said earlier, Binyam's a rider that can hang on the climbs. He's not a climber, but he's probably the best out of the climbing sprinters. Who's in this group here that could give Binyam a chance? Well, Poggy could. I know he could. If we look at the yellow jersey group here, we know that Wout has a really good sprint at the end. This Abrahamson guy here, Jonas, he's got a really good sprint. Who else am I looking at here? Groves is a sprinter for Alpecin de Koenig. Matty Mahork could go from a long way out, and then we got Girmay here. Arnaud Delise here as well, though, too. So he went from having a terrible day yesterday to being in the key break today to potentially get glory forever on the Champs Elysée. Catching up, guys. Now catching up. I have no idea how many people are watching right now. It's not refreshing for some reason. I keep seeing 497, and that's just absolutely hunky dory with me. Michael Webster's here saying cool channel. Michael, thanks for joining us. If you're brand new here, which it seems like, I'm also doing the Tour de France Femmes, and we will be able to use Bike Terra tomorrow, I hope, to show the locations of all the riders. I'm going to try it again right now, but when they're going through these circuits, it's made it very difficult to track everyone. And I can't even see the second group. I probably could turn it on for a little bit here, see how it holds up, just so you guys get a feel as to what they're climbing. The buildings are very close nearby, so it's very difficult to follow them on the camera. If I zoom in a little bit, see if I can make this work for you guys. For those that, okay, let's just do it right now. For those that have never seen Bike Terra, this is what you're going to be seeing tomorrow, I hope, for when I do the women's cycling Tour de France Femmes. So this is them climbing their way up the Montmartre climb. This is Bike Terra, a virtual cycling app, which has suddenly become a virtual pro bike racing tracking app. So it's going to only show the front group of 12. The green jersey group is 400 meters behind. Let's give it a shot, see if I jump back to them. We'll jump back to Jonathan Milan. Here's his group. Kind of hard to tell where they are right now because we're wedged in all these buildings. Going to jump back to, well, let's hang out with the man himself. You can see here, Poggy is lit up in yellow. This group is bigger than that. Group sizes were limited to 11. Over on the video feed, I can see Campenarts leading the way up the top there. Poggy currently on the video feed, it looks like he's sitting about 10th or so. 5% gradient here. You can see they're climbing all the way. Maybe I can do this for you. You can see the elevation gain they're going up here. 4% grade. Okay, so I think we jumped back there. It did a little jump back there. Yeah, so that's some of the problems we're going to have on these the lap circuit here. So I'm going to jump out of that, guys. I don't want to make it look bad because it's a fantastic platform. Going up the second ascent of the Category 4 climb. Over here, I'm seeing Taddy on the front again. The guy is unstoppable right now. It seems like he's absolutely sick of the Tour this year, but he sure wants to put on a show and go for a win. According to this, he will be probably first over the Category 4 climb again. He's over it, over on the tracker. I'm just waiting to see it go down. Second ascent of the Category 4 climb. See, only 1 point available. In Tour de France Femmes, Category 4, they have a 2 point and a 1 point. I like that better. It makes these small climbs, they want to fight for them more, I think. So it looks like Poggy is going to lead them over the second descent here unless someone jumps out of this group. Vought's still hanging in there. There's another Visma there that's probably Campenarts. The peloton I'm watching right now, oh wow, that road there might have been 7 feet wide. There's 4 riders on this front group. They're all showing us 5 riders. So I missed one rider. Oh, it's Matteo Trentin. We got Poggy, Matteo Jorgensen, Wout van Aert, so it's not Campenarts, Matteo Trentin, and David Ballerini. So 5 riders off the front. They do have a bit of a break here. The road is all over the place here. There's curves everywhere. I can't actually see the other 23 riders that were in that group earlier. So yeah, Michael, thanks for being here. Tour de France Femmes continues tomorrow with stage 3, so jump in that if you're interested. Mr. DiBiase, thanks for anyone that's taken time to respond to my questions. I just generally don't know a lot about the tradition of the sport, and it's all new to me and still learning. Dude, awesome for you to be here, dude, and feel free to ask any questions you want. Drew. Drew's talking to Mr. Poggy here. After you retire, would you like to be the UCI meteorologist with power to change start times when late rain is predicted? Yeah, Uncle Matty, I tried to put Bike Terra on there, but it's so curvy through the mountains and the transponders are bouncing around everywhere. So they did tell me it may not work perfectly there. I'll give it one more shot here. Maybe we'll jump to the Big Jono group here. I'm going to jump to him now. Hang with him and Leipowitz. And kind of give you an idea, but we're kind of wedged right in between all these buildings too. And it did take a big jump on me. And again, my point is to use it to show you how good it is. Okay, I am showing it to you there, that one. So they're descending now, minus 3% gradient. Poggy's sitting on the lead in the video here. I'm in the second group right now. So it's a very technical descent. Ooh, look up there. You can see a group ahead right now. I can see a group ahead right now. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not tracking everything perfectly through here because of the loops that they're doing. So it's actually showing the leading group being behind them right now due to the looping nature. So I will jump out of there. But guys, this is what Bike Terra can do. Just ignore that data there. It gives me the ability to zoom in on the riders. I can tell you who's in the group, up to 12 riders. I find this to be more useful than the actual Tour de France website. It at least gives me full names, because sometimes, obviously, I can't remember everyone's name. I have so many names in my head right now. They're bombing downhill here. There's 5% gradients. And again, look at these curves here. It's soaking wet out there. Every one of these curves, these guys could be crashing out of the race. Yeah, so you saw some pop in there too. That's with the whole looping nature. But I just wanted to show it to you. So if you're watching this for the first time, that's what I'm also able to do on here. Thank you to Bike Terra for that. And I know Matt right now for Bike Terra. Here's our location. That's their second ascent guy. They're going up one more time. One more time. Group 2 here. This is the remnants of the breakaway and other riders that are jumping up there. We've got 6 in the front. There was 28, so here's the 22 leftover riders. I think they're going to get absorbed by these 2 chasing groups. It's happening right now, I think. We'll jump to here. It's only a 15-second gap. Can Lidl Trek pull this all back for Jonathan Milan to get a stage win at the end? Haven't seen anything about crashes. Yeah, Matty Mahoric is up there. Rain, spray everywhere, guys. Awesome stuff. Guys, and again, I can't believe I survived 21 days of this, and I can't thank you all enough for being here and just completely exploding my channel for me. Biomed Life, watching from Riyadh again. Dude, glad you're back. Ooh, Don here. Abramson went from 118 pounds to 158. 20 kilograms. That's right. That is 20 kilograms, isn't it? David here. David Geisler, Taddy is bored when he has a GC winner, won the last stage. Scotty, go out. Vout is there. I'm watching him right now. Red Bull helmet. He's actually sitting on the front right now. So let's take a look at that front group here. 6 riders. Matteo, Vout. So obviously Visma's like, we need to get a win now. We need something of a win now. So you got 2 Visma riders here, both super strong riders. Poggy, Trenton, Matty Mahoric, and David Ballerini. I think if it was me right now, my prediction will be Wout van Aert. Binyam Girmay has fallen out of the group. The hills were just a little bit too much for him. It's not a huge lead though. On the flats, Lidl Trek's going to have to start like winding up the freight train and try to start bringing these guys back, or else it's over. They're 52 seconds back right now. They basically got to get to the Champs Elysée here and just absolutely destroy themselves to try to pull it back on the flat section. They're not going to... Well, they got to be right with Poggy if they want Jonathan. He's got to get this hill one more time, which is probably very unlikely. Binyam Girmay should be doing the same thing too. His Intermarché team needs to be at the front driving hard. If we look back at Group 2 here, there should be Binyam in here. Here's Binyam Girmay. Binyam's issue here he has is that he doesn't have any teammates with him. So there's no one there that's really going to work with him right now. So Binyam is trying to do everything himself for Intermarché as the lead sprinter for the team. The only guy that really has a chance of winning a stage for them. He's kind of left to his own devices right now. Here's our leaders, 6 riders. I'm kind of shocked Poggy took all this risk today to be up front there. But that's him. He's a racer. Okay, guys, let me go. No, Poggy's definitely not getting dropped. Just going through the chat here, guys. Oh, yeah, here's the Aert Train support coming out. Love it. Okay, I'm seeing new people here, guys. I'm trying to read everything I can. Just getting back. Okay, let me get through this here now. Bike Terror was on this thread. Said their feed won't work after the Paris. Yeah, it's because of the loops, guys. If the tracks overlapping each other, and I think the whole transponder thing gets kind of out of whack. They warned me. Dawn here. Jonas is second place by 8 minutes. Yeah, Jonas doesn't need to do anything today. He just needs to finish the race. I'd like to make a more substantial fraction of $800,000 a year. Euros. Yeah, me too, dude. Me too. I'd love that. Tom Boone. I know that they don't used to attack on the final stage. Dude, it's changed this year. That addition of that climb, they never would have done that. It would have just been the parade into town, past the museum, and they would have just done this procession. I think it's 9 times down the Champs Elysée. Then there's a sprint victory at the end for the big sprinters. Cavendish, Greipel in the past, all those big names. Marcel Kittel, guys like Binyam, Jonathan Milan would be doing that. They still will have that, but they wanted to add something at the end to kind of like give the riders something to fight for. But I've been told by Race Radio, I've read it, that the GC was counted at the 4th time past the checkered flag there. So I think at this time, the GC is just set. Now it's more for stage glory. Yeah, would only even try to gain 104 on Leipowitz, or was it pretty much set for a 1? Yeah, it's already set now. Especially if they did set it at the 4th time through. We're like on the 7th time through right now or something, or the 8th time through. I see a rider here, looks like a Groupama rider, putting his arm up in the air. I wonder if he was a rider in that front group. 6 riders in the front group. They're coming back down the Champs Elysee. They've already spun around the end there. How much time we got left here, guys? 14.3K going. 1 lap left. See, Taddy's in the video. He's drifted right to the back of this group of 6. So we got 6 riders out front. Chasing 30 seconds back is the group led by Kevin Vauquelin, Victor Campenarts. 47 seconds back to the white jersey group. Where is the green jersey? Where is the green jersey? I don't see him now. I would say that's probably a tracking issue because I'm not seeing them. Yeah, the groups are all bust up again. They're only showing 2 groups when there's probably 4 or 5 groups out there right now, as we're seeing here. So I believe they're heading up the Champs Elysee, all of them, and the front 6 riders are heading back down it right now. I'm going to give this a quick refresh here. They're not moving. Let's see what happens. Taddy is sitting in about 4th place right now, according to the video. Okay, Learn to just tell us the final horse raid. No more commentary. I want to hear. Okay. We'll see that at the end. Crazy train of riders. Yeah, John here. Group 2 is stuck. Yeah. Well, I'm watching it right now. Group 1's moving. Group 2's moving. Group 3 and 4 are sitting stuck there right now. Might have something to do with the rain, transponders. We'll see what happens there. Exactly. Non-technical. Guess weather, so many signals, small area glitches. That's what I'm thinking too. Okay, moving on here, guys. Trying to catch up. Stage 21 is last stage. Abel Keflake. Abel's back again. Dude, if he was in that front group, he was in the front group. I don't know exactly where he is right now because it's not tracking it very well right now at all. Biniam had a chance. He doesn't. I'm watching him on screen right now in that second group. He doesn't have one teammate with him, so his team just kind of didn't really get it together today for Intermarché. That was his really only way of doing it. Jesus Alvarez here. Nobody broadcasts on TV. Not anymore, dude. No one's broadcasting on TV anymore. It's all subscription based now. Yeah, well, the cobbles make it hard, but it's that hill. Uncle Matt, that hill at the end has just destroyed all the sprinters. And that was their big concern. They're like, basically they were saying, you've ruined our final sprint on the Champs Elysée. It's always a sprinter that wins on the Champs Elysée. Now they put that hill in there 3 times. They can't do it. They get shut out the back. It looks like Chris Clancy over in Japan, I think is his name. I think he's still here. Wow, what time is it, dude? What time is it in Japan? I can only imagine. Someone saying zoom in with the magnifying. I'm max zoomed in here now, guys. Max zoomed in on this map view, unless you're on a different one. David Rob's doing a great job. Thank you, dude. We've also got Rishi Tomar here. Awesome channel. Although it's the end of the tour, I went ahead and subbed. Dude, thank you so much. Rishi Tomar, join me tomorrow for the Tour de France Femmes. It's awesome racing. I've covered the first 2 stages already. Find them on the channel. Watch them. Get up to speed. The women go out tomorrow morning bright and early. They race 9 stages of the Tour de France Femmes. Northman here. Hey, it's great here. I like your commentary. Dude, I'm glad you're here. Who you voting for today? Who's your guy? Who's your guy out there? Yeah, they're all cheering for Benny. Benny has a huge amount of supporters. Benny would have had a chance. He was in the right group. He was in the front group of 28 earlier. Got shed out the back. Group 2's moving. Okay, I am seeing Group 3 and 4 moving now. I think the data feed from the Tour de France website itself is just very, very slow and delayed right here. Okay, so Groups 2, 3, and 4 are down the road right now. Group 2, I think Binion's in this group here with 22 riders. Yeah, there he is. But notice he has no Intermarché riders with him. That's what he needs. He needs his lead-out train. Group 1, consisting of 6 riders with the first place overall rider, Pogacar, going up the final ascent here. What do you guys think? Can he win the sprint finish? Who would put money on Taddy to win the sprint finish? Scatty here's super fan of Wout van Aert. I would say Van Aert for me. Someone said here, you got to bet $5 on it. I would say Van Aert all the way. Robert's saying, is Poggy so petty he will win the race to prevent Visma win today? He says, I hope so. After the brake check incident. I'm surprised we haven't seen anyone go down. Like, I'm shocked. These roads are brutal, and I'm shocked no one's gone down. Evard's saying, isn't that from a song? What song? Poggy is probably sick of talking now and just wants to get out and ride. Yeah, I agree. They asked him yesterday, how long till you get back on your bike? That's the kind of questions they ask him. And he just looks at them, he's like, probably Tuesday. Like some of the questions they ask, how long until after you get home from riding do you think it'll be till you get back on your bike? He might get on the bike later that day, who knows? He might take a week off, but it's kind of like a dumb question, I think. I'd be like, how does it feel to like absolutely dominate the world of cycling? That's what I'd ask him. Uncle Matty, I do want to see a battle for positions from Oli and Lipowitz. Yeah, huge support in Africa here, Eritrea for Binyam. Absolutely. Poggy sitting on the, these guys look absolutely soaked to the bone right now. Like beyond drenched. Imagine when they're done here today. It's over. Then they get to stand around on the podium for the next hour doing speeches. They're going to have to jump on the tour bus, have showers. I wonder if they do that before the ceremony. They probably have like half an hour. Julius here. Laying laminate is like laying the plan for the GC. Attention to tools, measuring, prep, and planning. GC neutralized Matty, only stage winner for the grab. That's right. So Robert caught onto that too. Right now, The overall general classification is decided. I know it's weird. They've already passed to that point. This is just for stage win and UCI points. I guess that's the key thing. A stage victory at the Tour de France will make your career for any of these riders, and UCI points are still available. Hein Zar Aling, the cyclist. Hello, it's a pleasure to be part of such an outstanding... Dude, thank you so much for being here. You guys are making the channel, all these comments, the inputs. I kind of wanted to be racing to the finish, but I think there was so much concern about the climb. It's brand new. They've never done this, guys. They're actually on the climb now. There was huge concerns that Poggy would go down on the final climb, crash out of the Tour de France. Then the organizer would be blamed for trying to put more excitement into the very end of the race. No, Poggy's not getting dropped. He's out in front. Dude, seriously? Don't pop believing here. I live bet David Ballerini at 150 to 1 to win the stage, down to 9 to 1. Let's get it. 37 to 1. Oh, okay, so you got your bet locked in at 150 to 1. And now it's down to 9 to 1, but it's still locked in at that 150 to 1. Wow, dude, I hope you get it. So, dude, I need your betting tips. I need all your betting tips. So David Ballerini here from Astana is the big bet for Don't Pop Believing. Biscuit Kruger, who would likely to win out of these six or out of the Tour? I'm going to say out of this group here, I think Wout van Aert. I think he'll go long. He'll do a long out sprint. Poggy's going to try to go with him and could potentially beat him. We've seen Poggy beat Mathieu van der Poel. Every day is different, guys. You never know how these guys wake feeling up. It looks like Poggy's on a heater today, folks. King Solomon here cheering for Binny. He missed the break. So, Matteo Jorgensen just putting a little explosive kick up on the right-hand side of the road. Quick 3-4 bike lengths. Who's going with him? It looks like Matteo Trentin. That looks like Matteo Trentin to me. It is, from Tudor. So, Matteo Jorgensen going now. Poggy's pulled it back. Poggy wants the stage win, guys. Dawn. People in my country will start queuing up tomorrow outside bike shops to buy the Colnago Y1 RS. I'd give it a new name. Call it like the Deadly Python or something. Give it a cool name. Let's do that. Yeah, Harry, wait. It's confusing. Why is Jonathan Milan behind? Dude, they had to go up 3. So, dude, this is for Harry here. Take a look at the map in the center of the screen. They're working their way up the climb. There's 6 riders that got away and are almost at the top of the climb. They've added this new one to the Tour de France. This kind of like mix everything up. They've ascended this climb 3 times. This was used at the Olympic road race. It's not exactly the same, but very close to blow the peloton apart. They want to make the final stage of the Tour de France more exciting. They've taken away from the sprinters' ability to win at the Champs Elysée, the pure sprinters. So that's the best I can explain that. Yeah, so it is confusing, dude. 8 kilometers remaining. Is that where we're at? Wow, guys. 6.3 kilometers is what I'm seeing here. I'm going to stick on this one for now. Get through the chat. Sportsman Philly, go Healy. Phil Thomas saying, yeah, thanks, Colin. Go Poggy. I'd be good with Matteo Jorgensen win. Yeah, I would too. I'm sure he would love it. Don Kong. Red Zinger race finished in Boulder. Oh, this is Drew talking to Don. I love the Spoke Shop. They had a gold a Massey for $2,500 on the wall out of reach. Yeah, love it. Yeah, so Don't Pop will even saying thanks. I just need... I'm seeing Wout van Aert attacking now, guys. Wout van Aert is going up over the top. That's a little bit delayed, and he does have an instant break on Poggy. Wout van Aert in the front, guys. True cyclocross champion here. A strong man. Drops Poggy. Probably one of the very few people in the world that can drop Poggy on this type of climb. This type of climb is not a Poggy climb, guys. Obviously, Poggy is one of the world's best climbers. This is a classic type climb. This is a Belgium type climb on the cobbles. And these cobbles look like a paved highway for what Wout van Aert used to. I think Visma might just got their winning move right there, guys. And if I had to follow anyone's back wheel down a technical descent on the cobbles in the wet, it would be Wout van Aert. This is what he was born and bred doing. Right here, folks. Wout van Aert's giving her, folks. He is giving her. Let's check the live tracking now. Yeah, he does have a lead here. So Harry, who is asking, the green jersey group of 46 riders has just crested the climb. Jonas is back here. The GC has been neutralized at the end of the fourth passage through the Champs Elysée to avoid anything too crazy happening in this super sketchy hill climb and descent. They don't want to eliminate a GC rider on the very last section of the race because basically stage 21 has always been just a stage for the sprinters. They've added this in, a whole new level to it. Right now, Wout van Aert, here he is. Team Visma Lisa bike really hasn't done too much at this year's race compared to the past. He's got an 11-second lead at 4 kilometers. Can he hold off the world's best rider, Taddy? Matteo Jorgensen is back there. Matteo will do nothing now. Matteo Jorgensen will probably just try to get in front of Poggi, Matty Mahoric, and David Ballerini and slow them down. The best rider here in the wet is Wout van Aert. 100%. I love it. Hein, there looks like there's 13 seconds between Wout van Aert and Poggi. Wout van Aert is just descending like a demon here. And I knew, to me, I'm like, that's the guy I would put my money on at the end. Wout van Aert. For the descents, for those cobbles, for being brave in the wet. So it's a 13-second gap now back to Poggi. I'm going to put the dot map on. If I had Bike Terra showing working right now, guys, it would be fantastic. It looks like Poggi's actually riding a little bit solo, being chased by Ballerini and Matteo. That's because Matteo doesn't want to work right now. Matteo will do nothing to jeopardize Wout's lead. At least that's what a good team member would do. So here's 4 of them. They're actually lumping all their times together. That might have got back on the back end. Come on, Wout. Yeah, breakaway time, guys. You know, as soon as I see the breakaway, I'm totally biased. I am all in on this dude now. I love this. Someone said I bet $5 million on Poggi to win. Dude, you probably... To bet $5 million on Poggi to win, you'd probably win $5,001 back. He's such a favorite to win. But I love it. That's Jeff saying that. Viva Bini Eritrea from Solomon here. Okay. Yeah, Scatty here. I got to say, Scatty here was asking the whole time, do you think Wout can win? Where's Wout? Where's Wout? He kept asking it over and over and over. Dude, you got it. Van Aert is fighting. He's leading now. Super exciting. Dude, what a finish here. We wouldn't have seen this if we would have finished the normal way. And even for Wout van Aert, you know, technical master on a bike, he's going around these corners very gingerly. There's puddles everywhere. So now you can kind of see why they neutralized it for the GC. Van Aert breakaway, yep. Adriana Farias is here. OMG. Well, it was 5 kilometers of Wout and Poggi. Now it's just the Van Aert show. Poggi's back with the 3 riders that are chasing him. And Matteo is just going to be hitting the brakes the whole time. Yeah, don't pop believing, shaking his head. It was fun when it lasted, dude. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I would have loved for you to win again. I'm going to cheer for Wout van Aert, though, because he hasn't really done a lot this tour. When Jonas won in 2023 and 2022, Wout was a key part of those wins. He's had some great days. He's had some very poor days. So he's had days where he's looked really good and then faded really bad. So maybe he's back on par now. Yep, Jay Taylor, that's Van Aert out front. Yeah, CB, Wout wants us bad. He needs to get something this tour to get a win for Visma. Final stage. We got Friends Aguilar here. What position is Timon Aerosman? He'll be way back in the peloton somewhere, dude. The hitters are up front right now. Jeff saying Poggi's coming back. I don't think anyone's catching Wout now. It's a 22-second gap here. Let's see if that's what it is. 22-second gap. Poggi's going off the back now. Guys, Poggi's sitting up. He doesn't need to race anymore. I'm surprised his team even let him do this. So here's Group 1. Wout van Aert. Group 2, 3 riders. Matteo Jorgensen, Matty Mahoric, David Ballerini. Poggy has pulled the chute, and he's out the back now. He doesn't need to contest this, guys. It's like I'm absolutely shocked they would let him do this. It looks like Wout van Aert is going to get the win here, guys. Stage victory, stage glory. I'm trying to see. He's riding completely solo. Yeah, I can't even see the bubble behind him. One last turn here. He's now on the Champs Elysée run in itself. He can see it in the distance. What a win for Wout van Aert. Epic effort. That's what it takes to win these stages. The bike handling skills is what saved him. Uncle Matty, Jonas saving himself for laminate floor. He's got a lot of renos to do at home when he gets back. Biomed light, 800 meters for Wout. Yeah, he's going to cross the finish line right away, guys. So, you know, they don't win the Tour. They get a second place finish. They get a stage victory here by Wout, who I really like. That's right. Wait, Poggy won't give chase, not in those conditions. Dude, where is it? Don't pop believe him. Could you imagine if David Ballerini gets second? Dude, you probably hate me right now. Yeah, Wout got it. Wout's crossing the finish line, guys. Arms in the air, probably rolling across at 10 to 12 kilometers an hour. He just won the final stage of the 2025 Tour de France. Awesome. That's a big win. That's his tour right there. He just made his tour. Look at this. Who's this here? Bam goes Timothy, but under 500 meters, the time won't matter if he crashes. No. Dude, you're not going to believe this. Don't pop believing. David Ballerini got second. Poggy's coming across the line just behind him now. There's his 4th Tour de France stage rookie. Dude, don't pop believing. You almost won, what, another $6,000. Matteo Jorgensen comes across in 5th. Yeah, fantastic for Wout. I love that win. Unfortunately, don't pop believing. Just lost 6 Gs there. Well, he didn't lose. He almost won 6 Gs. Uncle Matty, my final record is 7 out of 21. I picked Wout today. Yeah, good pick. That's a smart pick. You know you're cycling, dude. That's who I would have picked too with those cobbles in the wet. Good for Wout. That worked fine from Robert here. Jamie, congrats, everyone. Wout won stage 21 of the Tour de France. Poggy is the 2025 Tour de France winner. Poggy can stop on the side of the road, have, a light lunch, and still be the winner of the Tour de France. His win's that big. His lead is that big. Yeah, Wout's crossed the finish line, Scotty. Wout won stage 21 of the Tour de France. Yep. Julius here. You go ahead and crown Poggy, but Wout went across the finish line first. Victor Campenaert's coming in next. This makes Poggy a true yellow winner after the stage. Yeah, he's got it. Congrats, everyone. Wout won the stage. Poggy won the Tour. Wow, guys. I can't believe it's not over for everyone yet. Actually, they're not even showing the bubbles out there. He's stage 25. Stage 21 winner. Here's David Ballerini that don't pop believing had some cash hold on. Matty Mahoric gets 3rd. Let's watch him finish here. I'll try to show it to you. Here's him coming in. He basically just cruised to the finish line here. Takes one last look back. Straightens the jersey. Arms will be up in the air soon. I just won the final stage on the Champs Elysée. Banging on the handlebars. Yes, dude. I love that. That is so good. You can see here, so David Ballerini was 19 seconds back. Best of the second group. Taddy did sit up. He doesn't need to win the stage. Again, I'm shocked UAE would let him go that hard on the stage. I think the live tracking is probably off now. Oh, no, it's not. It's still coming down the hill. I'll hang out here for a little bit and look at this stuff with you guys. 46 riders back here, apparently, still coming in. Actually, there's 2 groups. Here's the Jonathan Milan group and Lipowitz group, and we got the second group back here. Now it's saying 86 riders. Jonas is way back here. His second place at the Tour de France is secured. Okay. Poggy comes 4th. That's right. Congrats to all the race winners, especially the alien Poggy. He's probably like, I can't wait to get back to Monaco now. Take half a day off. He did say that yesterday. Well, I'll travel home on Monday and I might be back out on the bike on Tuesday. I think he still loves his bike. He still wants to bike race. He just doesn't like the grind of the 3-week event. You might win the battle, but I won the war. Poggy. Exactly. Yeah, big thanks. Thanks very much, Colin. Yeah, dude, Uncle Matty, you've been an awesome part of this. If you guys get time, if you're available, jump into the women's tour, Tour de France, Femmes. I'm doing that. I've already started it. It'll be running from tomorrow, which is Monday, all through next Sunday. They got some awesome climbing coming at the end. I think they take on the Col de la Madeleine, which is like 19 kilometers long at 7% or something like that. So that'll be great. Great work, Colin, here from Robert. Scotty was saying $500. So, Scotty, did you bet on Wout van Aert? Scotty here saying $500 turns to $6,500. Thank you, Wout. Early Christmas for Scotty. Cole Kane, dude, thank you so much again. Cole's been a huge supporter of the channel. What a contribution here. Dude, I can't thank you enough for that right now. I cannot thank you enough. Inside Cycling World loves Cole Kane. Dude, thanks so much. Guys, I'm going to continue doing this. We got the Femmes still. There's other races coming up in August. The Vuelta, which might be my favorite tour, is at the end of August. Drew Schaefer here saying, what is your favorite Canadian beer, Colin? If internationally available, I'll go get some. My favorite Canadian beer? I don't know if I have a favorite Canadian beer. Actually, what me and Joey Jojo like, we like Stiegl Radler. And I love any type of cider. That's kind of my thing. Like, Strongbow is a little bit too dry for me. I like a sweeter cider. Remember I told you I like a good triple coffee. So I do like a sweet cider. But beer, yeah, I drink anything. Wow. Yeah, Uncle Matty, again, Cole Kane, thank you so much for supporting the channel so well. Chris McConnery's back. Great coverage, Colin. Congrats on the growth of your channel. Keep it going, dude. I'm gonna. Thanks to all you guys for helping me do this. Benny got 13th on the stage. Okay, Michael, thanks for that. I didn't even see it. Wow, dude, he dropped it in at the last second, man. He dropped it in at the last second. Okay, guys, this guy here, running wild, do not leave. Great job. Enjoyed your commentary. G. Swingley, guys. This is Greg Swingley right here. Greg, I don't know if you're the older brother or the younger brother. His brother, Doug Swingley, won the Iditarod. Did he win? Did he win 3 or 4 times? I can't even remember now. He was kind of like the new guy that came along. I'm pretty sure Greg was involved in dog mushing first. And then Doug Swingley kind of got involved in it and went up and just dominated the Iditarod. He was like the new guy on the block from Montana. Oh, I got to think of the lake that they live nearby. But yeah, so that's why Running Wild asked. When I saw your name earlier, I'm like, when you asked if I knew Rob Cars, I kind of was guessing you were a Swingley. Dude, in the mushing world, these guys are kind of legendary. And then Doug kind of came, won everything, and then packed it in. So yeah, and Doug Swingley would always stop off at Rob's house, kind of like a pit stop on the way down to and from Alaska. It's probably like an 8-hour drive from their location to Cochrane, Alberta. Rob had a property there, dog friendly, let the dogs out, do their thing, and then they would keep trucking. So Greg Swingley, awesome to see you here, man. Love it. Okay, JT Column, La Femme continues. Yep, that's tomorrow, guys. We'll be doing that again. Shorter stages, easier days for me. I got to get back on the bike. Me and Ruben, who's been here a lot, we're starting to do the Legends of the Tour climbing challenge over on Ruby. We'll be doing that. Uncle Matty's got to head out. Dude, thanks for being here so much. CB, Polka for Pogi. Yeah, he does have the polka dot jersey as well. He does. Okay, dude, here. Thanks, mate. Gotta sleep, dude. Thanks for joining here. Jump in the Femmes stage anytime. Michael Hado, so happy Wout won this year. Yeah, me too, dude. Kim LaSalle, thanks for the show. I'll check in for the Femmes tomorrow. Kim, great to have you here. I'm looking forward to your knowledge tomorrow. Drew Schaefer, hasta mañana until Zwift. Okay, dude, we can get some Zwift rides going. Ruben Hose, probably going to end it here with Ruben. I know, dude. Good job, Colin. Thanks for the 3 weeks. Ruben, you might have heard me actually saying there that we're doing the Legends of the Tour challenge. Dude, I don't even know how I'm going to get through that. I honestly don't know how I'm going to get through that. That's going to be insane. So glad Wout won for Belgium here. Wow. What a 3 weeks, guys. 21 stages, 2 rest days. A lot of background work from Joey Jojo to keep me going and letting me get up at crazy times. Friday and Saturday nights, Joey Jojo wants to go out. I'm going to bed at 7 p.m. So a lot of sacrifices here, but it's been so much fun. Ruben, I'll see you soon. Heinz Arlung, the cyclist, good night. See you later, dude. Thanks for joining us. Michael Hato saying cheers. Yeah, I know, Ruben, I can't back out now. Dude, we're going to be 2 watts per kilo. Derek J. Fiedler, excellent broadcasting, subscribed. Thank you, Derek. Lots more to come here on the channel. NJ Ada asking who won. Wout van Aert won the stage. Guys, what time are we looking at here? Wow, it's 11:45 for me. Oh my. I've been streaming now outside of half an hour for almost 8 hours. Tim Quick, yes, good coverage, dude. Thank you from Canada there. Tim, I'm out in Alberta. Fellow Canadian here. Guys, I'm going to jump. Again, Cole Kane, dude, you killed it. Thanks for the support from everyone over the last 3 weeks. Please join me with the Fems. Please show them some love. We want to grow women's racing. Maybe different types of coverage will work too. Don saying his only regret is that I found this channel too late. Dude, a lot of people said that. You're here now. Let's get you into the Fems if you're interested. It's really good racing. I'm super pumped to be learning on the fly. I'm not an expert at women's racing, but I'm learning, and there's some good people there helping me out. Okay, guys, that's it. I survived the 2025 Tour de France. Still watching here. Riders are still finishing right now. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again soon.